Good morning. Hello. Odd, Mesh, how are you both? How are you doing? It's bright and early. It's just before 8 AM here. I've been up since like 6, but that's by the by. How is everybody? 2 AM sleepy? You guys are in America. America, right? Or maybe not. Whereabouts are you? Oh, stretching. Oh, 6-hour time difference. Yeah, you're America. East Coast, potentially. I am, yes. Perfect. Thought so. I'm guessing it's probably very similar for Mesh, by the way. Mesh, I'm guessing it's very early for you as well. Central. Even better, to be fair. Even better. So, I logged in this morning. I purchased the Noble Pass and the Growth Bundle. I did Stellar Ascent, and now I'm here. I just wanted to get those things out of the way off stream. You do any stages? I've done 0 stages so far. I logged in about 20 minutes ago. I did Stellar Ascent. I did some PvP for the Noble Pass stuff. That was it. Done. So everything else we are just fresh to. So I need to do some tower, I need to do some stages, I need to do a variety of other things, I guess. Alright, let's wake up. First and foremost, we can jump into... Actually, first and foremost, because Fright isn't here, I need to hide the text. There we go. So first and foremost, we can jump off this little throne. No pass, and I'm at 14:29. 8 hours ahead of you, nearly 3 PM here. Oh, actually, that's not bad. You're the other way, Mesh. Okay. I'm now translucent. What happened to me? Okay, I'm back. I phased out of existence like a flash. I haven't obviously done my homestead, the most important part of this game. Quickly do my requests. Can't let Soren and Pippa down, you know? There we go. Okay, so we can set some AFK teams. We can go formations, use auto battle, and then we can back out and go to the right hand side and go formations, use auto battle. Alright, cool. See how that gets on. Alright. So, that is basically everything. Actually, the first and foremost thing that I wanted to do is pull Peggy.
Your princess has arrived.
At least use my 40 free stuff, because I haven't used my 40 free yet. And I was intrigued how many copies I'll get from the first 40. So, let's see how this goes. We're going to get, like, a cheeky little... No, we're not. We got a pity pull. That's fine. Pow. There's Pegster.
Your princess has arrived.
My guess is that I probably will want to spend all 160 rate ups that I have on her. So let's just do that. And then I can see where it lands me, and then I can make an educated guess whether I want to keep going or not. Peggy's so cute. Peggy seems cool. Peggy seems like a cool character. Not cool enough to buy the pop-up though, but she seems like a cool character.
Why aren't you bowing yet?
Why aren't you bowing yet? Yeah, alright, Pegs. There she is again. I don't really keep track of these. If it feels like abundantly good, like if I'm getting one every other pull, at the end I tend to like look and I'm like, oh my god, I got so lucky. But I'm guessing
Why aren't you bowing yet?
From a top of the head type thing, I'm guessing I'm close, but not there yet. So let's have a little look. Yeah, I got 4. Not enough, which is fine. If I want to spend some diamonds, I can. If she suddenly appears in AFK stages, like I think she may. Did everybody else get her to Supreme Plus out of interest? Is that where people got her to? Interested to hear other people's opinions of her. I think she's good, by the way. I think that she's genuinely pretty good. In fact, what we can do is go back.
Your princess has arrived.
Oh.
Why aren't you bowing yet?
There we go. And get one more copy of her. New phase, who this? New phase, new me. Vi, isn't it? Is that the way of saying this? New phase, new me? I think it's new phase, old me, to be honest. I don't think I'm I don't think I've changed yet. New phase, who dis? It's me, Vi. How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the 6 months of support. I genuinely really appreciate it. It's crazy to think that is how long ago I managed to achieve the YouTube requirements to get the membership stuff. I remember literally like talking to you about it, and I was like, oh, I don't think we'll ever get there. And we got there. And we've been there for a while, which is pretty fucking cool. Let's upgrade Peggy's charms. She is only S right now. In fact, I just lost her. Where did she go? She's here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, my icon changed. Oh my god, it did. They've actually changed the YouTube stuff. That's crazy. Because that never used to happen. Remember I showed you the UI and it was always you just had to be a green boy. You can now be a golden boy when you get to 6 months. That's crazy. That is crazy. How many copies of Peggy do we need, team? We need 2. Alright, we might as well just do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Our diamonds can take the blow. Who needs Digimon, right? Who needs Digimon? Mesh, do you need Digimon? No. I'd rather have Peggy S+. I really wouldn't, but still. Here's the double. We didn't get a double. I really hope I don't get a double now, by the way. I'm being very lazy, but I hope I don't get a double as a punishment for being lazy. In fact... Oh, okay. We only need to do 1 more. There we go. Full pity on the final 2. That's fine.
Why aren't you bowing yet? Good day.
I need my Digimon. Dreamer, you live this early? Sorry, you're live this early. My god. You can tell that I'm live early. What the hell? I mean, it's a Sunday, and it's the start of phase 2. Normally, my phase starting streams are quite early. I've been up since 6 a.m. Not planned. Team, yesterday, for the first time in a long time, I took ashwagandha, which is like a thing that helps you. It's not a drug, like, but just in case somebody does not know what this is. And it's meant to be like a thing that helps you sleep and relax and distress. Fuck me, it gave me those weird dreams I think I've ever had. So, yeah. Let's, by the by, I guess. We want to get her to +10 because her +10 is very good at least. So we're going to leave her at S+, +10 for now. And that is fine. Now I hope Digimon is bad because I pulled Peggy. Well, you've got an entire phase, by the way, to wait and see if Digimon is bad because it ain't coming till phase 3, team. Wat Best, how you doing, my friend? You all good? Rick, how are you, my friend? Fright, hello. Buongiorno to you, sir. Mr. Sir says happy new phase. Has Mr. Sir been given a treat today, Vi? Because if not, please, a treat on me would be lovely. Team, by the way, I got my Supreme Arena throne in the end. I think this is really fucking cool. I know that some of you guys don't like Homestead, but things like this are pretty fucking cool. Like, I like this. Very, very cool. I stayed up until 4 a.m. pushing stages. Right, are you at work today? Are you working today, young man? Because if you're working today, that's very irresponsible of you, sir. Got an hour sleep? I take it you're working. I got up at 6, working at 14:30. Okay. Well, there's gonna be a very tired Fright somewhere at work later today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see a worker in the UK falling asleep, it could be Fright. It could be Fright. Alright, so we need... why does Chippy look green now? Oh, this thing here. This is Hammy. Vi. So Vi hasn't played Season 7, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hammy. So they introduced, with the monthly benefits, a battle speed up. And effectively, it's a 4 times battle speed. And then the secondary one unlocks a auto progress speed of 4 times, and that is Hammy. There you go. The torch flames on that throne didn't even light up in the dark with global illumination like the torch. They put bare minimum effort. I mean, anything Homestead, they're going to put literally 0 effort into Midnight. Because Homestead is dead. The fact that we've not got new levels on Homestead just shows, by the way, how dead this game mode is. Like, we we're sat at level 20, and we've been level 20 since like what, season 5? But I don't think we're ever getting like the end of season 5. I don't think we're ever getting levels. Just my 2 cents. All right, I said I'd do tower. Actually, before I do tower, is there anybody here who wasn't a gigantic nerd like Mesh, Odd, and Fright and that lot that have been playing since the launch of the Phase 2? Does anybody need Stellar Ascent? To think they even changed the name of the game at one point? I know. Poor lead dev, that cost him his job, didn't it? I think I'll change the name of the game. Oh, great. Yeah. You're fired. I actually need Stellar Ascent. Okay, Stella. Mesh knows where it's at. I was watching that on the plane while I was traveling around Mesh. All right, I can create some Stellar stuff. So you know the name of the game. I've put it on my name card. If you need Stellar Ascent, come and join me. I will do this a handful of times, but don't you know? Oh yeah, I know. They added some beautiful, what's the word? A beautiful loading screen to show you just how much fun you're gonna not have getting into your final place. I can move across for you. I can do this. If you want to put a gunner in front of her or something. There you go. I can carry Stellar Ascent if anybody wants it. Thank you, Rick. That is actually very kind of you. That might mean that I don't have to do many. The battle begins. Lionel is dead and all. Alright. One down. Well done, Fright. Good on you, boy. Alright, once again, it's on my name card. If anybody needs a quick little dabble into Stellar Ascent, you know where I am. Let's see if anybody online, I think, could utilize it. Noralee is. Have you worked on an equipment list for push, like phase 1? Thank you. I have. It was in my most recent video, but finding you the link of the video is probably harder than finding the list itself in my notepad. So hold on. This is my notepad, by the way. You can have a little like sneaky peek into what I'm doing. Okay, so this, I can't paste it because it's too long. Love that. All right. Because it's too long in that case, I will have to go find the video link for you. Let me have a little look. Get shareable link. Go back. All right, here it is. That is the link to the video that has it in WhatBest. If you don't have to watch the video as much as I wish you would. You don't have to watch it. You can simply go to the pinned comment, have a look at that, and you can find it that way. All right. Okay, so outside of this, let me do that. Okay. Outside of this, Midnight says, Dreamer, let me share something funny with you on Discord. Feel free, my friend. I have Discord open. This week, I lost my insanity trying to build this. Oh my word. The fuck is this? I see what you mean by Factorio now, by the way. Does nobody else need Stellar? Because if they don't, this is a great sign for me. It means that all of you have grown up and graduated. Let me have a little look to see if anybody from my friends list may. Just see if Aoife needs it, Z needs it. Do that. Let me have a little look. There is Noralee. See if anybody else joins quickly. Nope. Okay. Tau. And that's the smallest factory. Wow. Do you get like points based on how well it does, I guess? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Is that game fun? Like what's the end goal in Ark Knights? You haven't reached end game, so the factory, we died. RIP. Let's try again. Mr. City needs help with Stella. How does Mr. City need help with Stella? I don't have Mr. City on my thing anymore. Because he left the game and then came back. Can we go again? Dorally. Hello? Friendo? There we go. I'm gonna do this instead. Are her units invisible to me? I'm doing this. No, I'm not. Because she's got the same one. So we'll do this. I'm ready. Good old Hugin. And the factory died. I don't even know. Do your factories die in Arknights? Oh dear. We can't let them get their off. And currently we are. I'm yet to fail this. I did a few of these earlier. This is weirdly frustrating. Good morning, Jeremy. How are you doing, my friend? Here's Rick. Rick to join. Jeremy, have you been playing Phase 2 this morning? Or have you just jumped in? The factory in Ironized Enfield is essentially AFK stages from your journey. Okay. Oh, you just want a bird? Oh, I can just fucking bird. Let's just fucking bird it. Sure.
Let me show you.
I didn't think about that. Absolutely just bird it. With every new production line, the power requirement increases, so your factory in theory does die when the backup power... Wow. Okay. So, do you get attacked? Does your factory get, like, attacked, or is it a case of... How does that work? Just bird it. There we go. Thank you, Rick. Making some breakfast while I run my stages on auto. Very nice. Very, very cool. Alright, Pog. Let's back out of that. FVF, factory versus factory. Oh, is it PvP? Was that for the battle one? Yeah, it was. Alright. Okay. Let us continue. Oh, we're nearly at this. We can just plod along for a bit in this. We need to do tower next, which is the most important thing. We also need to level up our Nocturne Judy boy. I think once we get to 1950, the main factory does not get attacked, but the smaller factories' outposts can be. Pow. Let me claim. Claim. Alright. And then we go... Oh, love all the pop-ups. There are no real-time random attacks by enemies yet, but the devs said they're working on it. I think that sounds cool to me, like the real-time attack stuff. Okay, so like I said, let us go do some tower, because that's unless somebody wanted something in here. Hold on. Thanks. No worries. Alright. Right now, you just get a tower defense mission once your outpost levels up. Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, Vi hit 6 months of membership, but most importantly, Vi, when will you be streaming tomorrow? I'm streaming right now, as it's Sunday for me. Early one. Not realizing that I'm live. YouTube notifications at their finest. Telling like absolutely 0% of my audience that I'm live. Thank you so much, YouTube. I really appreciate the assistance in trying to grow my platform. Oh, you're live! Yeah, funny that. Alright. Oh yeah, I was going with the Vi thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Vi Vi won a Pokemon pre-release. Since stepping away from being an AFK Journey absolute noob, he's turned into a Pokemon master. He's gone full circle. Oh, when will you be streaming tomorrow? Mesh is an envoy. Hello there, Mesh envoy. Are you the same Mesh that frequents? That is not the way you spell that. That's not the way you spell that. That sometimes, when you don't know the word, replace it. Sometimes watches my streams. I will be live now. There you go. Got him. Got him. Thought it was later on, like another 7 hours, but this is fine too. Well, hello if you're here. If you're here. First time I've caught your stream in a while. James, how you doing, my friend? You're good? Vi with the triple question mark. Vi, which Pokemon got you your dub? You know, what's the secret to being a Pokemon master? When will we see you in an episode of Pokemon? Like, what's going to be your what's the word? What's going to be the Pokemon that's by your side? Let us know. I reckon, like, Vi's Pokemon of choice would be like a Drowsy. Like a Drowsy. Maybe like a, maybe like a Klefki. Something like that. A Drowsy, a Klefki. I could see those sorts of Pokemon. Package, sold. He sold his package at the start of Season 7. His package was firmly taken off the market. Sold at a severe discount to the highest bidder, so that he could release himself from the clutches of Lilith. And I don't blame him. And I don't blame him.
Too close for comfort.
Too close for comfort. But what he did miss out on, ladies and gentlemen, was the awesome story of Season 7, to be fair. I quite liked Season 7's story. I was watching it back. No story quest today. I don't know. Has there been a story quest released today? I don't know. I don't know if this is this a question for me, as in, are we getting one, or is this a question of, are you not going to play it? I don't know if there was one released.
Too close for comfort.
Oh, I heard there was actually. I say this. I heard there was one released. Okay, there is none. I heard that there was like a side quest for Valen plus the vampire dude, and he wants to turn Valen into a vampire or something like that. I don't know this. This is what somebody said to me. Usually we get reputation quests. Usually, and AFK Journey don't go together anymore, Midnight. One of my thoughts on Peggy. I think she's good enough for Supreme Plus, definitely. I've taken her to S++ plus 10. I was doing that earlier in the stream. We didn't get very lucky on, what's the word? On pull rates with her. But I definitely think that she's worth taking to S+. She's good in Dream Realm, as we've seen in a few bosses so far. She likely will see some niche use in AFK stages. I think that she may end up in some tower teams. I think she'll be good for Ravage Realm. Yeah, seems solid.
Area secured.
Especially if you're not like a massive CH player, the Lightbearer teams always could do with like some better Lightbearer units. Like if you don't have Kulu, you don't have Cryonia, these sorts of things, then Lightbearer, you need to kind of close the gap, and Peggy, I think, will help that.
Mission complete.
Mission complete. Can't chat in YouTube and play on the phone at the same time. That's fair. Can confirm Peggy in tower in some stages. There you go. Peggy's really good with Bird. I also think that if Baleren makes a return, Peggy's very good with Baleren. So. Oh, go on, Zany Turret. I actually thought the Zany Turret had that. Although in stages, you can swap her with Eve. Yes. She's very interchangeable with Eve, Lara, Solis, and these sorts of units. But in saying that, it's still a case of you're happy to have her as part of your roster. I've got the Pokemon song stuck in my head now, Vi. Do you want to be a master? team. I'm still waking up. I'm stretching out. Whoa. Do you know what, team? Should we do the early bird gets the worm type activity? Hold on. Where is it? Early bird gets the worm type activity. What? Hang on. Hang on. I want okay, there we go. That's so funny. Early bird, early worm gets the bird, early bird gets the worm. My dyslexia didn't like that from you, Mesh. I know what you were trying to do. Right, ladies and gentlemen, early bird gets the worm. If you are here right now, you can enter into the first giveaway of today. Exclamation point. I've really mastered not saying hashtag now. Exclamation point Gazette. It's your chance to win a classic Gazette. Like normal, on our phase releases, on our season releases, we'll do some giveaways today. And this will be the first of a few. Let's do one early so that you guys that actually keep track of my channel and stuff get to benefit, which is awesome. So the rules of this is if you win, all you need to do is let me know your UID, which you can find on your profile page, and then I can send you your award. We won't have this going for too long in terms of like the giveaway timer. So right now it's on like 60 seconds, just over. We have 9 people that have entered apparently. So yeah. Keep them coming, and we will pull a winner. I mean, it's a pretty good fucking chance that you win, by the way, right now. If you told me I had a 1 in 8 chance of winning a Classic Gazette, I'd be all over that. We're nearly at the top of the light bearer floors looking at this. Oh, a Peggy team. Should we see Peggy in action? I was unhappy with kind of wish Brownie was still... So, it's funny. I saw you... happy phase 2, by the way, Rito. Thank you very much, sir. I saw your thing about it, Midnight. People really were like, what are you talking about? to you, weren't they? They were proper harsh to you. It's like, you said your opinion, and then people were like, oh, how dare you? I can't have a say, because I'm not good at PvP. This looks like an equipment need type angle, which is fine. We can come back to this one. Let's go on to the Wilders. Alright guys, I will be running the giveaway for another 60 seconds. Make sure you enter if you want to. If you don't know how to enter, look at the chat. It's exclamation point Gazette. They just see me as a puzzle hater. I think that in our modern day and age, I've said this a lot, and I really don't mean to be like not facetious. That's probably the wrong word. It's like a case of I'm always frustrated by how people think if you disagree with someone, you have to be against them. It's kind of the polarizing. You're either on the left or the right of the world, and it doesn't have to be like that. you can still have an opinion in this day and age, and not have to be fully like in the pool of the other side kind of vibe. I miss Brownie. My P2 Seth by month 3 of my server was due to him. Brownie was great at creating some just weird and wonderful stuff. Puzzle Love just got dug up. His bearless auto. Oh, yeah. I saw his like puzzle... I've forgotten what his old name used to be. I feel like Vi may have told me about this before, where Puzzle used to be like an auto chess player. Yeah. I haven't used any puzzle teams for ages. I feel like if you do use a puzzle team, you're very open to be countered, because there are a lot of players out there that then take themselves and they put themselves in a position to purely counter those. So it's very hard to succeed, if that makes sense. Totally, people want to see things as black and white nowadays. It's the room. Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. Exactly. I don't like that. He was shredded until AFK Journey took over his life. You could still be shredded and play AFK Journey. Just to ask Aizen. If Aizen was here, Aizen's an absolute beast. I don't know if Aizen's actually shredded at the moment, though.
Every sword is a witness.
Those were Bale's pre-Celestial Hypergean days. That's a good one. I like that one.
Every sword is a whip.
Every sword is a whip. Aizen is ripped? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Every sword is a whip.
Even Iron sounds like he's agreeing. He says every sword is a whip, but he could be misheard as Aizen is ripped. That's not too far away. Same syllables, right? Iron's a big fan of Aizen. Look, let's listen if Iron gets the victory sound. You ready? Let's have a look. Nope. Course game. Thanks, mate. Thanks, game. Alright, guys. There is a 1 in 10 chance for you right now. 1 in 11, sorry. Hey, Kitty. How you doing well? So, I will pull the giveaway winner in just a second. Exclamation point Gazette for any final people that would like to join. You got 15 seconds before I press the button. Do a little internal head countdown. Kitty, enter the giveaway. Yeah, Kitty, quickly enter. Come on, Kitty. Get in here. Exclamation point Gazette. There's another person. There's another person. Froth, Kitty are in. We're up to 13. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is... It's Rick. Rick, congratulations, my friend. You are today's winner. Or you're one of today's winners, I should say. Rick, you know the drill. You need to let me know your UID, please, sir. And respond to the success with this, please. So I can then quickly copy and paste it into the shop. Pacha. Pacha. I died. What happened? CH Best Phantom just got him to 80 already. Yeah, I think it clearly is. Damn, Rick won. Rick is our champion. At least our first champion for today. Who's this? I got it already, but thank you for checking. Okay, good. Boop. You got spoilers? What spoilers do you have? Wait, what? Man, this Dino is wrecking me. What do you mean you got spoilers, by the way? Oh, did it appear in the chat before it appeared in your live stream? That's a common one. Alright, let's have a little look. Alright, Rick. A classic Gazette is coming your way, sir. Here we go. Whoosh. That should be with you now, my friend. The spoilers behind the camera. Let me know that you got it, by the way, Rick, so that I can put it down as claimed. Go on, Faramore.
Victory is ours, my friend.
The stream was delayed, so the results appeared in the chat first. That's funny. Yeah, that's fair. It's slightly anticlimactic, but you got there. Order details. Go back. Go back. Close. And then giveaway options. There we go. Perfect. All right. Then we go minimize. Then we're back to where we were. All right. You should have got it, Rick. If you didn't get it, let me know, but you should have got it. I found that I didn't have 90% of my stage heroes with refined charms, so that I couldn't be more stages. Frazzled 3 AM mind, losing it at one point. I feel you on that one. I noticed something similar. I was like thinking about this the other day. I had upgraded a bunch of like Titan Reaver heroes, and then I was like, did I do my stage heroes? And I didn't. So I sat down and spent 5 or 10 minutes upgrading Saida, Faramore, Auna, Theodore. You know, these sorts of things that don't get used in Titan Reaver. Kulu and Valara and Hugin and Solis. All of these sorts of heroes. Bruh. Let me have a little look at this, because it doesn't say by history. Oh, it says complete. Okay, it says complete on my side. My bad. Faramore gets a few appearance in stages. Give the best boy best charms. Yes, Rizzo 100%. Faramore will see even more use, by the way, towards the tail end of like phase 2 and then into phase 3. New charms releasing tomorrow, right? You get access to the yellow or orange or gold, however you view the coloring of them, tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. We died. Dreamer, if I have 500, this feels like a GCSE. This feels like a, if you're in education at all, or remember your education at all, this feels like an educational question. It's like, if I've got 3 oranges and I want to buy a further 5, how many do I need? If I have 500 Mirage Crystals, yep. How many pulls do I need to get 1,000 more? Okay. I really wish, and I promise you when I say this, I really wish I could tell you how easy it was. It won't work as straightforward as you want it to. The first question that I have for you, Midnight, is have you pulled anything on the banner right now? So have you pulled the latest Rosy Store skin? Like, all of the pieces? Because you can get, and I'll show you this, hold on. We'll back out of this quickly. So in Rosy Store, when you pull on this banner, you effectively get all of the pieces. So the prize pool is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. Okay? But you also have a chance of obtaining these. These are really rare, like very rare. Getting 1,000 from these is extremely hard, but you will get some of them. Like, for example, it says Mirage Crystals here. Like, the base rates are 20%, 10%, and like 5 or like 4%, right? So there is a good chance that you'll see some of these, but getting a lot of them will take a lot of pulls. The way that most of the players earn a hell of a lot of Mirage Crystals is through the duplication piece. So if you get all of these and you own all of them, you can keep pulling on the banner, and the next time that you pull one of these pieces, you get given duplicates in Mirage Crystals instead. So let's say I pulled all of these, and then the next time I pulled the hair, I got 450 Mirage Crystals for free, basically from the pull. It's not free, but you know what I mean by this. And then, like, for example, you know, headwear, back, face, eyes, makeup, give 300. So you're also high and low rolling the duplicate that you can obtain. So when I got the reason I managed to get the Solis skin was on the last time I pulled on a banner, which was the wedding skin one. When I pulled the wedding skin one, I managed to get like a lot of duplicates. Like, I did 1 10 pull and managed to get 3 dupes, and that's how I still have 420 Mirage Crystals. But I've not pulled anything since this one. Like, I've only done like a few 10 pulls just to see if I could get the hair on this set, for example. But yeah, not getting it till season 12. Mirage Crystals are absurdly difficult to get. One of my main suggestions to the developers when I had that chance to talk to them was, why don't they add Mirage Crystals to this? Why don't they take out like acorns, or just add into this Mirage Crystals into Stargazer Station? And the reason why I would suggest they do that is, once again, cosmetics is another avenue for this game to succeed in terms of revenue. And I'm sorry to talk about this from a business point of view, but if you give somebody access to getting cosmetic currency and they go, oh, I wonder what this is, and they then go, okay, where can I spend that? And they see that they can spend it in here. If one of their favorite heroes or a skin in here looks really appealing, suddenly they're more inclined to go ahead and pull on these banners. So someone who otherwise may have ignored this may get interested in it purely because they're getting some of it by proxy of playing the game. So I also think that maybe adding some to like the friendship store at a very low rate, like 5 for something, would be good. But all my ideas were poo-pooed away and brushed under the carpet, so it is what it is. All right, let's go back to the tower. Let's go back and see if we can't do this final few floors in the wilder piece before we move on to the Gravborns. Let's have a little look. How are people finding Phase 2, by the way, so far? Are people enjoying it? Is it something that's going well? I think from the outset, Phase 2 does look kind of interesting. Like, it looks like there's more content available for the average player than there was in Phase 1. I appreciate Phase 1 had story, which is a lot, but, you know, Phase 2, you've got, like, Guild Duel, you've got Clash Fronts. I say that, Guild Duel and Clash Fronts, I don't think a lot of players can participate in that well, but it is what it is. It's mostly auto until 1400. Okay, fair. Well, it's good for me. Stages, if Apex will be reached today. So I think Apex is a 2-day angle. So I think on VN. Okay, so taking a step back to answer Rito and Mesh. Okay, you gotta do the groceries. Rito and Mesh. They obviously didn't change the stages on VN, and VN got to Apex in 2 days. Kai was saying that when they finally did change the stages, it took VN like 3 days. So I'm guessing it will take us 2 to 3 days to get to Apex. So we should be there by end of Monday, beginning of Tuesday type vibe. Kitty is smashing the stages. 13, 14. Go on, kids. Phase 2 is fine. Just happy to do some stages again after finishing 3 weeks before the end of the phase. I'm curious because obviously we're now going to get new, we're going to get like a new Apex lookup. I think that logically AFK stages or Apex stages are going to be harder. And I'm really, really looking forward to the general populace and the generalized player complaining okay, once again, taking a step back. Apex stages in Phase 2 were naturally going to be harder. I'm going to find it funny when the player base who completed Phase 1 stages lay the blame on the fact that they got changed and not just the fact that they're generally harder because of the charm difficulty. That's going to irk me, and I can already tell that's going to irk me, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Like, Apex stages, even if they had remained unchanged, would have been naturally harder in this phase compared to that of Phase 1, purely because of how they were scaling from a charm perspective. But we'll see what it looks like when we get towards the end of these Apex stages when we find out what they look like. Alright, Graveborn time. Tomorrow, new charms, so we'll fly by even faster. Yes, we don't get much of an upgrade with tomorrow's charms, but yeah. Did they roll back? Did they do away with the copy-paste? I thought they changed the stages a day or two. I don't know if they did a rollback. They did like an adjustment, Rito, but I don't know if they rolled everything back or not. But I know that they did an adjustment because VM players got some compensation diamonds for the fact that it happened. Oh yeah, you mentioned the scaling. Yeah, in my 1.7.2 video, I mentioned how the fact that we know that it's going to be harder purely based off the fact that the charms are or not available on Pioneer.
I have prevailed.
Because that makes the scaling what it is. So yeah. Kitty utilizing Midnight's emotes. They look pretty cool, right, Kitty? I love the Mahira Eevee. We've these two, and we also got the cheeky little Gala. Right.
I have
Norley. Hey Norley, how you doing? Doing great tonight. Upgrading heroes. Got Gwyneth to refine P2. Very nice, Norley. Lily May to P3. Also very good. And Gunner from 1 copy to needing 1 more copy for Mythic Plus. That's very good. Very, very nice. Enjoying the AFK stages so far. Good.
I have
I'm glad.
prevailed.
A little breezy introduction to Phase 2. It's always nice when Hammy can do the heavy lifting. I'm doing some tower so I can get some resources to upgrade my artifacties alongside the Phantom Woolly stuff.
I have prevailed.
I have prevailed. I miss when tower felt like really important. She did over 100 stages for me while I made dinner in my kitchen. Very nice. I think I'm up to like 100 and something right now, but we'll see if when it fails. I wish Evie got the same emoji that Cryonire and Gerda got.
I have prevailed.
I have prevailed. When does the new Wand Wars event start, team? When does that one trigger? Mesh, you're a calendar nerd. When's that appear on the calendar? It's like this week, isn't it? Like it's pretty quick. Late July? No, surely not. I thought it started really quickly with the introduction of the phase. I guess I'm wrong. So I look at it. Iconically, 1 month after the actual end of July. It's end of July. That is absurd. End of July. Are you actually okay? It's the Celeste event thing. Is the new Wand Wars.
Threat neutralized.
That sucks. I thought it was really quick. I guess Clash Fronts was really quick and Guild Duel was really quick, but... Man, I'm getting smashed. What happened there? Just Clash Fronts and Guild Duel coming next. Yeah, fair. Bruh. What's going on? It's because of complete lack of charms on all my heroes, by the way. That's why we're being absolutely murked out the front door here. Where are the top people? They are here. Do I want to do that? Maybe. Maybe that's a later angle, I guess. If I need the resource. Okay. Let's do this. Does Supreme League refresh too? It does. Supreme League refreshes, I think, tomorrow. And it will start basically once again in that like rack up phase where it calculates who is in the top, was it 60? Top 60? For 2 weeks, right? I think it was a 2-week phase and then it draws down into the same as it was last time. If I recall correctly.
Did I make you proud?
You're around 95 on all towers right now. Very nice. We got 99, 101, 92, and then wherever we get to on this one.
Did I make you proud?
Yeah, thank you very much, Nightbot. Very much appreciated. Nightbot sings the truth. I'd love it if you left a like. You don't have to subscribe, but if you left a like on the live stream, it helps me a huge amount. And a big thank you if you do.
Victory was assured.
Victory was assured. I always find, I think the one thing that AFK Journey does quite well is like the pacing, not pacing of release, that's the wrong way of saying it. The pacing of like, what is the right way of saying this? Of like gated rewards. So the fact that we get like a monthly and a weekly stuff based on how it normally falls. Like we had a new phase today. It's a Sunday. Tomorrow is a Monday, which is a new week, which means we get Lucky Flip and all of the new weekly stuff and all the rest of it. I really like that because it means that there's like a handful of days in a row that feel very, very rewarding. I think that is something that this game does better than a lot of other games that I've played. Ugh.
Did I make you proud?
And did I make you proud? I've got a funny feeling, by the way, team, that we may start seeing some collab marketing soon, by the way. Anybody pushing AFK stages right now? How many days are left on the phase? It's going to be like 38, right? Like 38, 39, something like this. Maybe more. Maybe more.
Did I make
Could be
you
like a
proud?
40, I guess. So soon. So the collab comes out in phase 3. 34. That's less than I thought it was. Wow. 34. Jeez. I swear phase 1 was like 39. I guess phase 1's longer than phase 2. Anyway. I would hazard a guess if the collab event is going to launch with phase 3, which there's no confirmation that it will, it's just a confirmation that it will happen in phase 3. I would hazard a guess that like in the next week, maybe 2. Okay, there's a better way of saying this. Within the next 2 weeks, it's likely we'll see at least announcement of what it is going to be, even though most of the people know what it's going to be. But yeah. I hate Princess Peggy main talk, asking us to bow to her all the time. Very annoying. I know some people don't like that. It's very funny. Listening while studying? What are you studying for? In fact, actually, don't answer that. You should be studying. But yeah, I'm intrigued. So when you have time, let me know. Oh my word, Kazim is absolutely going to town. I have not seen Kazim in action yet. What a boy. What a boy. Her voice gives me fatigue. She's grating. Do we know what it's going to be? People claim that it's going to be Digimon, by the way. But I can neither confirm nor deny. I wish I could find the source, understand where the legitimacy comes from. I'm guessing the legitimacy comes from somebody who has a decent amount of knowledge, but... Oh my word. Kazimon times 4 is an absolutely absurdity. You tested him for a new account. Is he good for a new account? I hope he is. He feels like he could have been... So when Talia came out for a new... Like, when she came out, she was really bad for existing accounts for AFK stages, but for new accounts, Talia was a monster. It's a skip for me, then. Right. Let's go build some charms. Screw it. There's a pretty good Chasm team for SL that replaces not as good as Talia is somehow becoming meta in PvP. Talia is a good hero. I think Talia is a good hero, at least. You used him a lot. It makes sense. I think he's good. What is Digimon? Never heard of it, just Pokemon. If you imagine Pokemon, just different. You're pretty close. How are they going to fit it into AFK Journey? I don't know, but they're going to do their best. And I'm here for it. I can buy Chasm's charms, right?
Remember how to fly.
I need to remember how to fly. Alright, Chasm. You calm down, mate. Why Digimon, though? Usually collabs are... I've got no fucking clue. If it's true, I hope that it's bait and switch. So, it's a rumor. If it's true, I'm not a fan. But I hope that it's the biggest bait and switch we've ever seen. And it's actually like something else. It would be a very, very good play by the community to bait and switch it. But I fear that we're not being bait and switched. Ah, yes, charms. Did absolutely nothing. Thank you very much. We'll try a different team quickly before we fully give up the ghost. I would rather have Sailor Moon as well, Noralee. Don't worry. You and I are on the same page there. Please let it be solo leveling so we get the summoners, surprise us. I'd love for them to, like I said, I'd love for them to bait and switch it and it actually be something of real worth and real value, but I am yet to be proven otherwise. Alright. That is where we get to for now. We can go out and check where Chippy has got us. Chippy has so far... Oh, sorry, Hammy. Get it right. Get it right, Dreamer. Hammy has taken it 165. I hope it's not My Little Pony. Panda, I think My Little Pony was in AFK Arena recently, right? AFK Arena stands in the chat. Was that true? I saw something about My Little Pony coming to AFK Arena. Any confirmation for me, please? I don't know if that was actually valid or not. Alright, let's pick up some season-y quests. Let's pick up some season-y phasey rewards. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and then we can go in here and we can level up our characters. Very cool. And we are officially very, very close to Nish starts to play AFK. Nish is a good friend of Vi and I's, and that is hilarious because that is absolutely factual as well. Oh, solo leveling was AFK Arena. Okay, there was definitely an there was definitely a My Little Pony collab with a game. What was it recently? We have My Little Pony at home. Points at Aurora. Yeah, with Sunny. You're very right. Sunny is technically My Little Pony. Okay, we should do this. Let's do this. We craft her.
Don't worry.
We craft her. We craft him. We craft him. We're just doing this because none of our Graveborns had any charms, and we were getting rinsed as a result of it in the tower. Not Sylvina. Niru can get given charms. Eagle's not used. No. 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 I wish CCO was used. Alright. Okay. Let's go back to tower and see if we can't do one or two more Graveborns. I may have quit, but nobody can insult Aurora. Vi with his Paragon 3 Aurora absolutely beasting it. Well done, Vi. 2-1 for the team there. What if... no, okay, fair. Well, this doesn't go well, did it? This is where the equipment diff is coming into play, unfortunately. We can back out and see if we have any equipment that we can equip. We have 24 boxes! There we go, we got some equipment we can equip. Perfect. Pow! Pow! Recycle. Don't forget to recycle, kids. Gov, how you doing, my friend? You're good? How is everything on your end, sir? You're good? We're going to pick up a weapon. And we're going to do the same again for a Magius. There we go. Perfect. Let's try again. You're just pushing some AFK stages. Very nice, Gov. Very nice. How is it going? Is it going well? Is it going poorly? Is it going mediocrely? Valka and Nara occasionally get used. Nara surprisingly are below Mythic sometimes. Yeah, so Nara is really good for displacing an enemy Kulu. So the OG Dreamer Dreamer XX or XX Dreamer, who used to play AFK Journey, was famous in bringing Nara back as well. And I remember when we did our free-to-play account for like a 2-week period, Valka was used in AFK Stages for her attack speed. Going neat? Good. Very good. Whoa. Oh, I forgot to upgrade my artifacts. That's probably why I'm getting knobbed in the ass. All right. That's probably a good part and parcel of why these aren't going very well. I should... See, look, they're all 23s. It helps if you pay attention, Dreamer. Yeah, all right, guys. Let's do 1, 2, 3. And then we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think those are the ones that we want for now. There's a chance that Wingguard is one thing that we want, but we don't have to have it just yet. Right, back to the Graveborn Tower. I am not throwing in the towel. I'm back for round 2, baby. Alright. I think it's more than round 2. Breakthrough possible for... Yeah, true. Well, to be fair, for Sylphira, I've been using Vanguard. So the team that I have set right now, Hammy pushing AFK Stages, is the Sylphira EV team with Vanguard spell that I showed you guys in my 1.7.2 video. It was one of the first ones that appeared in the clips of the different teams that you could utilize. That is the one that I opted to set on the left and the right. Mr. Mesh last night asked me for a team that he thought he could use. I suggested that one as well. I don't know how good it has been for our friend Mesh, but that's the one that I would suggest. I don't think Nereon's going to do much at Legendary, but we can give it a good go, can't we? It was pretty good. Fair. Alright, good. Yeah, Nereon didn't do very well there, did he? Nereon more like Neri useless. That's dire. Absolutely dreadful. We don't want to use that. Let's try this. Okay. Team, as you may know, Neri off the team. Okay, that's a better one. That is by far the better one. How high do you need Hepler in a team? Mine is only Supreme right now. I think Supreme plus Hepler is good, but if you're going to use Hepler in PvP, you want him like Giga high. You want him like Paragon 4 style. He is a very, very good unit in PvP from what I've understood. Team, do you want story time? Do you want to hear about my adventures this week while I have been away? As I said to you all, I went to Germany, but I had absolutely hellish travel, is all I can describe it as. Brutus and Hepler. We can have Brutus and Hepler charms. Sure. Okay. So, I went to Germany. I had a great time. I got what I needed to do done. The heat in Germany was actually completely fine, to be fair. It was quite humid one day. There was thunder and lightning all over the place. That is something that I can say that occurred like most of the days that I was there. So originally I was supposed to get a flight from London Heathrow, and it was a very early flight, and I woke up and I had a message on my phone saying, sorry Dreamer, your plane has been cancelled. And I was like, oh, that's a bit shit. And they said, don't worry, we've put you on a different plane. So I was going direct to Munich, and then I was going from Munich onwards to where I needed to get to. And I was like, oh, okay, where's it taking me instead? So it wanted me to go via Zurich, and then into Munich. And I was like, oh, that's fine, I can do that. So I got to the airport for when I needed to. And I rocked up, and the lady behind the counter was like, "Ah, Dreamer, it would have been much easier for you, sir, if you had taken a direct flight to Munich. You do know that they operate at these times." And I was like, "Thank you very much. You absolute something. I know that. I tried. Got my flight cancelled, didn't I? And her face was like, oh dear, I put my foot in it there. So that was comical as the first piece. I then obviously went through security, was sat down, was looking, had like an hour and 20 minutes to wait for my flight. I'm usually very late to the airport because I don't like waiting around. And I suddenly see that my plane to Zurich was being delayed. So I'm looking at the board and it comes up with like 30 minutes delayed. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a bit shit. But it's fine, it's only 30 minutes. And it gets delayed again by another 30 minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is getting worse and worse and worse. And at this point, I'm stood with my arms folded, staring at the board. And somebody who works at the airport comes up to me and goes, are you waiting for the Zurich plane? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, you're not leaving for another like 2 hours minimum. And I was like, why is that? And they were like, well, that plane every single day is delayed by at least 3 hours. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah. Like, how do you know that? And they were like, it's just a very common occurrence. It happens all the time. I was like, if it happens all the time, why do they not just update the flight time? And they were like, I don't know. Not. I'm just a person that sells sandwiches. I was like, okay. But they were right. It didn't take off for 3 hours.
Inventory.
So I get on the plane to Zurich. And I was supposed to have a 3.5 hour layover in Zurich. So if you've done the math, 3.5 hours minus 3 hours is 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes to get from one side of Zurich Airport to the other. By the way, Zurich Airport looks lovely when you're running through it at like 100 miles an hour. Genuinely, I really wish I could have spent more time in Zurich Airport. It was beautiful. Like the shops, the food, it looked amazing. Didn't get a chance to enjoy any of it. I ran to my plane. I managed to get to my plane with only a couple of minutes to spare. Sat down. It was a complete sweaty mess, but I made it. Was super happy that I made it. And I was sat on the plane for 45 minutes. And I was waiting. And this is completely factual. I was sat in my chair, made it. Was talking to the person next to me about how I had ran. And I was really sorry that I was like sweaty. I'm like, oh, no worries, no worries. And suddenly it comes across the tannoy. We're just waiting for 2 other individuals coming from the from the London Heathrow plane to then go onwards to Munich. We waited 45 minutes on the tarmac for these 2 people. I ran. I could have walked. These 2 people strolled onto the plane like 45 minutes later with food, water, like... I was like, this is absurd. They looked at me and went, oh, you made it as well. And I was like, yes, I made it 45 fucking minutes ago. They were like, oh, you should have stopped. We had like what's the word? We had some nice food. We had this. It's like, you guys are absolute such and such. So yeah, it was very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. We were the second to last plane that were allowed to take off from Zurich Airport, by the way. We just managed to take off before a thunder and lightning storm erupted and closed all the rest of the flights, which was interesting. I landed in Munich at like 9:30 or something like this. My day had started at like 4 a.m. So it was a long day to normally go, which is like a couple of hours to Munich. It took me a long, long time to get to where I needed to get to. But I had a wonderful time when I finally got there. My hotel was very interesting. I stayed at a few, but one of them that stood out to me, it was like a really like, I use the word bougie, which means like high-end or expensive, but it was in the weirdest spot. It was surrounded by all I can describe as very seedy places. But yeah, it was fun. You have never entered an aeroplane before. Entering an aeroplane is an enjoyable experience 1 or 2 times. Once you start entering an aeroplane on a very, like, repeated frequency, it gets old very quickly. Air travel is not enjoyable, at least to me. Other people might disagree with me. I like airports. I think airports are really interesting because you find all sorts of characters in an airport. But air travel in general is a bit weird. Vale! How are you doing, my friend? Oh, woo! right for you. There you go. Do you know who MKXG is? I read that as MGK for a second, and I was like, I don't think I'm anything like MGK. Big up Machine Gun Kelly. I have no clue who MGX. Who is this? I'm gonna look it up on my phone. You've got me intrigued, Highway. Let's have a little look. Are they somebody famous? Are they somebody completely... If this is offensive, I'm going to be annoyed. MKXG. Here's another content creator for Gacha. Ah. Well, he doesn't come up at all anywhere. Oh, he does. Here he is. You have a similar manner. You have a very similar manner of existing. That's such a weird way of putting it, but it's cool. No, I don't know him. I've not watched him. What game does he play? What gachas does he play? So far, by the way, Hammy's done 210 AFK stages for us. By the way, team, Hammy is going ham. Good joke. Ah ha ha. Wait, which joke was this to? Which funny was this to? Oliver Tree, an artist I used to listen to him, died in... Oh, Oliver Tree, yes, he did. He had an accidental in an aeroplanus or a helicopter planus. Just Idle Heroes. He's the main CC for Gacha alongside... Ah, okay, fair. To be fair, I've been on a lot of flights. I think the scariest thing I've ever had on flights... I've had an engine fail. I've had severe turbulence to the point where people were like thrown from their seats. I've had go-arounds. I've had bumpy landings. I don't remember, lol. It was that good. I love you too. There you go. Yeah, it's part and parcel of just what you expect. I'll be transparent. I've probably seen more. Obviously, this is obviously very factual, just given the scarcity of air travel versus like car travel. But I've seen a lot more accidents in car travel. Not that I've been in, but I've only flown twice. Once to Toronto and once to LA. Yeah, I remember you saying early. I remember you saying when you first came to my stream and we were talking about me visiting somewhere. You said it was to see Phantom of the... Yeah, there you go, Phantom of the Opera. Yeah. Look at this, team. Are you ready for this button? You ready for this button? By the way, Fright, if you're still here, you said there were no diamonds after 1200. Is that true? Alright, let's have a look at this. Look at that. Pow. Look at all this. Look at all that. Very nice. How about a bad seatmate? Is that the right term? I have had... So, when I went to Vancouver earlier this year... I had the worst person sat next to me. It is the worst flight I've ever had with the worst person sat next to me. It is the first time I've ever had a bad experience with somebody next to me. The best experience I've ever had... here's more information into me and my back life, my backstory, I guess. I'm very still new into my relationship with my dad. I didn't have a relationship with my dad until I was in my early 20s, realistically. And one of the things that he did to try and initiate... Oh, I can do some Stella. That's a good idea. Let's do some Stella while I do story time. Create. If you need Stella, you know where to find me. It's on my UID. All you got to do, _UID. There you go. Basically, it's the right way of saying this. My dad's in a good position in life, and he invited me snowboarding, and he flew me out first class to where I went, which was Breckenridge in Colorado, where I fell in love with Breckenridge, and it's my favorite place to go snowboarding. And it was one of the most wild experiences I've ever had in terms of like seatmates and people around me and stuff like that. Like, first class is just different gravy. Like, I've only ever done it twice, and it's both of the times it's been because of him. But it's just, wow, it's crazy. And on this occasion, I bought my laptop, my gaming laptop. I was like young, had a gaming laptop, was fascinated about Skyrim, and I was playing Skyrim in first class, and everybody was sleeping because it was like a 10-hour-ish flight. And I was there just playing Skyrim. And I remember one of the air hostesses was a massive, massive like gaming nerd, and she just came and sat in the aisle and watched me play Skyrim. It's just so funny. We were just there just chatting about Skyrim the entire time. It was very good. It was very, very good. All right, let's jump into this.
For nourishment.
All right. If anybody else needs Stellar, just let me know, because I can always run it a couple more times. I assume you're one of the rich people. Teasing your tone. Sadly not. I wish I was. It's just my dad. My dad is like, my dad chose success over family. And that's something that he opted for, and that's completely fair on him. But it's something he paid back in later life. But no, unfortunately not. I just well elocuted is the right way of saying it. But if you knew me, I'm a big Dumbo. Hey, my partner's here. Hi. My eyes. They okay? No, I'm okay. Thank you, though. When you go downstairs next, could you bring me a drink, please? Can you bring me one of the weird ones? No, I got enough water. Thank you. You're very welcome. Sorry, Cool Joe. We'll jump in. There you go. Unlimited caviar and champagne. It was basically like that, by the way, Rito. Like, you got, like, insane food. It was unlimited ice cream. That was the thing for me. You love my accent? My accent, I'm from a very nice place in the UK. I live in basically what's known as the Cotswolds. It's very, very nice here. But by proxy of my like Aza, by proxy of my like or Sonar. I always call you Sonar. I don't know why I'm calling you something different. Sonar. By proxy of like where I live, I end up having the accent. Is that RP? Which is RP? Wait. What's RP? My voice? I wish my voice was RP. I could go back to being like, oh, I finally done my stream. I can go back to my normal voice. Like, no, my voice is an RP, but I'm guessing you were saying it's something else. A received pronunciation, no clue. I don't know what that means, which explains my Dumbo. I think it's a case of I'm guessing that means that because you're around it, you get it. Yeah. Have a favorite game? Gatches aside, 1000%. It's Royal Family. I am definitely nowhere near the Royal Family. Have you ever visited Clarkson Farm? I haven't. I have met Jeremy Clarkson. I've met Jeremy Clarkson once in my life. But that is purely, it's one of those things that you accidentally meet people through the pleasure of having people in your network. That's all. And when I say meet, I mean like a shake of the hand, love what you do, see you later type vibe. Nothing more than that. If anybody else needs Stellar Ascent, it's up right now on my UID. We'll keep it here for just a split second. And that's it. It's hoity-toity. Hoity-toity. What about the pub? No. I have never been to that. I've met many a famous person in a pub near to it in Cheshire, like roughly around that area. I have a friend that owns a pub there. Yeah. We'll do this for another like couple minutes. See if it has. Do you play any other gacha games? I play no other gacha game. Like technically, I don't think I do at least. Do I play any other gacha games? No. At least by proxy of my brain saying no, I don't. I'm guessing you could classify some other weird games as gacha. Like anything with a loot box is technically gacha, right? But I'd like in terms of your popular mainstream gacha games, no. I think the closest ever game to like another gacha game that I played Warcraft Rumble during the first like month of its release. I think that's as close as I ever came to another gacha game, really. My favorite game aside from gacha, by the way, Onyx, is probably Guild Wars. Right now, like Guild Wars 2 in present day. In the past, I would probably say World of Warcraft alongside the Guild Wars franchise. I'm a huge MMO player. I've played MMOs to a very high level for a very long time. I'm very hyped about Guild Wars 3. I wasn't a huge fan of the teaser that they put out for it. But I am looking forward to seeing what it will deliver. I think that a breath of fresh air into that series is something that's definitely needed. Card games are gacha if you buy packs. Tell that to Vi. Preach. But you're not wrong, by the way. They definitely are gacha in general. Luckily, I don't buy packs anymore because I just earn packs for free. If I ever play Magic the Gathering, it's pretty good. Guild Wars Reforged is available on mobile now. It is. You are completely right. Thank you very much, beautiful. I tried this last night, by the way. Team, you won't be able to see it because I haven't got the camera on. But I'm having a 0 sugar Pepsi Max salted caramel flavor. It tastes... There's something that it tastes exactly the same as, and I can't put my finger on what it is, but it's fine. Like, it's not bad. Yeah. Not a waste of money. There we go. Here in the UK, if you go to Big Tesco, which is like... yeah, Big Tesco. I don't really need to explain that. Pepsi and Pepsi Max are doing like a weird variety of flavors at the moment. One of them is raspberry ripple. Another is salted caramel. They've got lime. They've got passion fruit. They've got like vanilla float. They've got cherry. Yeah. So I'm having salted caramel right now. Very good. Creamer, what about the upcoming Snoop Dogg collab? Oops, leaked. Oh my word. How could you tell the stream about Snoop Dogg coming to the game? That's absurd. They don't have it at Small Tesco. I don't think they have it at Little Tesco. They don't have it at the Expresses, from what I know. I love how you say that because you think that is genuinely a thing. You'll be off to Tesco later. Like, keep an eye out because they're on offer as well, right? Their little 8-packs are on offer. All right. Okay. What were you trying to do to the cat? Why is someone else calling you Creamer? Are you trying to clean her? Oh dear. Here, give her some treats. Kai Mesh takes issue with you calling me Creamer. I have a few people calling me Creamer. Even my partner's now looking at me weirdly. So once upon a time, I opened a video saying Creamer as like a joke to see who would notice, and more people noticed than I thought they would. More people are more observant than I thought that I gave them credit for. Domino's Pizza has a great bargain currently. I can't eat Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza is fantastic, but I can't eat it. I just don't get on with it. By the way, I'm stuck here because of the time of day. I love the fact that this happens. You get stuck here in the daytime. It's pretty cool. All right. I was here for the fishing circle for the quest that we had to do recently. Okay, is there anything else for me to do other than to now jump into AFK Stages myself and actually just take it over so that we don't have me just staring at a blank screen? None of this needs to be done. We've done all of the special stuff here because we caught all the fish. We could do some equipment stuff, I guess. We want to do the lower boxes, though. We want to do this one, and we want to get that. We want to do this one, and we want to get... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I guess. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's pretty easy. Pizza is so good. I agree with you there. Pizza is phenomenal. We can do this. And then the last one, we can do that. Alright. And we can save the other two. You've been fishing IRL recently. I can do your stages. Have you not started your stages, Rick? Young man. That's absurd if you haven't. Surely you have. We can reward ourselves with a little growthy bundle. Very nice. Okay. Where is Biscuit? Biscuit is normally right at the sharp end. 1532. Alright. That is a while away. Where are my pals? Where's the D? 1534. Alright. Dreamer, you put tank weapon, still the same. Yeah, everything from me in the list is still the same, I think. The only consideration, Mesh, that I would do is the only consideration I have in terms of the list that I created, which, where is it? Once again, is this. The only consideration I have, obviously this was wrong on my part. This is supposed to be like 810, and this was supposed to be 800, and we corrected that on the comment. Marksman's weapon, I think these two could swap around very easily. I don't know, because I haven't obviously got there yet, but there was a lot of people telling me that Gwyneth is not going to get used in AFK or Apex stages, just because the team that we found on Pioneer won't work. If that is the case, then you can drop the marksman weapon. But if she is appearing, and like I said, I haven't checked high deficit. Oh my word, there you go. 258 autos done. Perfect timing. If you... In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Hold on. Very nice. If you are somebody who... I'm at like 4 and haven't used Gwyneth once. Yeah, like if she appears, take the marksman weapon, Mesh. If she doesn't appear, you can take the marksman weapon out, shift everything up. That would be my advice. Okay? Alright. People using... Oh, they're using the Saida team. Alright, we can just auto for a bit. Let's have a little bit of speedy progress. Gotcha. Sorry if I said that in a very long-winded way. I got distracted. If anybody has any questions about equipment, let me know. I know that I don't really have it front and center ever in terms of like, here's my equipment lists anymore. I have it in a video still. Like I've created 2 for you guys. While I'm doing this auto, in fact, I will update my notepad to be correct. Because my notepad wasn't correct.
A flawless finale. The world is quiet.
The world is quiet. Alright, there we go. See. We're done doing Stella. I'm online and using your UID to add you to friends. Oh, I can do Stella for you. Hold on.
The world is quiet.
I'm always game for some Stella. I'm always game for some helping. Oh, Pop wants some help. Pop, you have to join me, unfortunately, my friend. So create if you want to benefit from floor 12. Here you go. It's on my name card. You just, so the thing that you just found me through adding to friends, if you click on the name, and then it will show you the name card, you can then press join, if that makes sense, Sona. That's how you'll get in. And then I can invite Pop as well. Alright. Once again, if anybody needs Stella as well, you're more than welcome to join. It's on my name card. If you don't know what my UID is, ! UID gets it for you. I think we will do my game log on again. Give me a sec, no worries. I think we're gonna do another. We'll do it for these two, and then I'll do another one for you, Sona. I think we're gonna do. Where's Bird?
Since you don't know how
Yeah, we'll do
to
another
stay
giveaway
silent,
soon, by the way, team.
Let me show you.
I think the plan is to do 3 Gazette giveaways, so we'll do the second one coming up shortly. So keep an eye out for that. I'm contemplating whether I should buy the Noble Path too. I kind of bump about having a note. Honestly, the reason they've done it is they saw the success of how much money the growth bundle being phase-based has earned them, and they've gone, why don't we do a Noble Pass for every phase? I get it. I understand where it's come from. Once again, it's a little bit creep in the direction of being more pay to win, purely because the Noble Pass has, what's the word? Has XP attached to it. So if you buy the 20 level bump on the Noble Pass, you get XP. And that's a differentiator. That will give you an advantage early on in Phase 2. And I think that's where people take issue with it. I think if it didn't have XP in it, I could get on board with it. But the fact that it has XP in it makes it almost mandatory for somebody that wants to push AFK stages, for example. You're very welcome, Pop. You're welcome, bud. Liked the new FR. Liked the new FR. Frame. Is that what you were going to say, Norley? You like the new frame? I haven't actually looked at it. There's Ash. Get in here. That's what I'm going to do. Just complete version, get bonus. Yeah, I did it too. I got the 20 level one too. What it does mean is if you are someone who only really buys like the passes and who buys stuff like that, yeah, it's but once again a bit of a creep in the amount of money that you probably need to invest in the game is what I'm going to say. Big old oven boy, very nice. Birdicus, Godicus. Oh dear. There we go. Very nice. Alright.
A flawless finale.
Right, we've done it.
The world is quiet.
If anybody else needs Stellar at any point today, if you're sat there lurking and you don't have the cojones to ask, feel free to just ask. Like, genuinely, I don't mind. I'm always happy to help, so never be afraid to ask for it, okay? My knuckle stopped me typing early. My knuckle! I don't know why that made me laugh so much. My knuckle! Alright. 620, 620. Let's get the support book for a bit. There we go. Okay, team. On the P4 shop, you prioritize Slumber Essences over Stellar Crystals. On this one, on the Spirit Store, yes. I buy up all of these, and then I buy up all of these. Purely because this is an easy way for me to get Slumber Essence as somebody who doesn't put money into Slumber Essence. So right now I have 335 spare Slumber Essence. There will be a case of I will want to raise somebody higher at some point. And I just want to make sure that I have the resource to do it. It's a case of short-term gain for a bit of long-term pain. Short-term pain for long-term gain. The idea is for this month and next month, I focus on Slumber Essence and then go back to Stellar Crystals in the P4 shop so that I... what's the word? So that I get a decent volume of it. Are you saving for Roland? How many orbs do you have? I am saving for Roland. I have 610 orbs, but I haven't bought orbs in the last 2.5-3 months. I think it is now. And I've not spent any of my reloads for the last 2 months. And obviously they don't stack, but I'm just pointing out I don't have... What's the word? I don't have... right now, you guys know, and I've not made this. By the way, hey, another channel. Hope you're doing well, my friend. If you need Stella, by the way, another channel, let me know, and I'll make a thing for you. You guys know this by now. I've made it very clear that Season 8 is likely to be one of my final seasons in this game if nothing really starts to change. And as a result of that, I will probably go all in if King Roland is very good and try and get King Roland as high as possible. And I will want to use some Slumber Essence on him, as well as maybe 1 or 2 of like the Digimon heroes or whatever comes out with the collab. All right, here we go. Onto the name card. Get in here, another channel. It's on my name card for you, my friend. Stella. Yeah, I think Stellar Crystals is completely the correct choice, but because of currently the lack of like ways of obtaining Slumber Essence, I think if you can pour resource into it early on and build like a decent volume of it, it then means that you can then just like coast on it for a long time. Because as this game progresses and it creates new game modes, it's logical that they'll add Slumber Essence to them, whereas the ones that we have right now don't have it, and they're not going to update them. Like, they've shown their hand as we don't want to update its UID. They've shown us that they don't want to update existing things to add it in most cases. Titan Reaver is an exception, I guess. But yeah. All right. In saying all of this, we will do our... While we're waiting for another channel to jump into Stellar Ascent, we will do another giveaway. So this is, once again, for a Classic Gazette. It's the same command. We go... Done. And then we go... Reset. Action. Apply. Go. All right. Minimize. Exclamation point Gazette. We'll give it, like, given it's 60 Slumber Essences per, like, Paragon level, plus then 90 for, like, the ones beyond. It gets very expensive if you get, like, for example, and once again, I'm not saying this will happen, I fucking hope it doesn't, but if we get, like, a Freerun 2.0 type hero, okay? If we get like Freerun 2.0 in this new collab and you want to get that hero to Paragon 4, it's 60, 120, it's 300 Slumber Essence to take them to Weapon 4. And I have 335. So it's like, I want to make sure that I have like a decent amount. Doggo's barking. Alright. Main, you're very welcome. No worries at all, my friend. Ta-da. Alright, let's go into the AFK Stages. They could add some... They could. They ain't gonna fucking do it, but they could. You're completely right. You staying up for the England game tonight? I was devastated when they didn't bring it forward. Being honest with you. I was super there for them to bring it forward to 7. Need like 275 yellow, 625 and 300 for free run. Yeah, exactly. You need a lot. A lot, what best. If I'm awake, if I'm like... The problem is, another channel, I've got a meeting at like 8, I think, in the morning. And I don't really think I can stay up and actually be functional for it. If I do, I do. So... Got given a late start, so might as well try and stay up. Fair. That's fair. Who do you think is going to win, by the way, between Mexico and England? I think England are going to get absolutely smashed by Mexico City. By Mexico in Mexico City. If anybody pays attention to like football, Mexico at Mexico City is one of the hardest places to go to in football. They are, is it 77 in the last 80 they've won? Is that correct? Something like that, I heard. That is an obscene stat. That is an absurd statistic. They are very, very, very good at Mexico City Stadium. 50-50, 2-1 England in Mo. Fair. I didn't have... I thought France last night... That France won 1-0 last night, right? Sorry to talk about soccer and football if people don't like it, but the World Cup's on, so it's all the rage. I thought... I really thought this, by the way. I thought that France were going to win that game like 2 or 3-0. And they only won it 1-0, right? I thought it was a lot closer than it looked. Rooting for England, but think you will lose to Mexico. I think we will too. I was sad about Canada yesterday, gnarly. I saw the manager came out and said that Canada were the better team. Not sure they were, but I get it. I get the attempt at the rousing. I have been proven incorrect already by somebody. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Need to make sure we save enough for this. What level do we need? 650, and then it goes to 24, doesn't it? All right. Who do France have next? Do France play Morocco next? How can you be the better team and lose 3? I know. You do? Okay. I thought you played Morocco next. Do you know what was really funny? I was at dinner with some friends during the England-Congo game. And we were 1-0 down. And we took a picture of the team. And we took a picture of us. And as we were doing it, we were all like really grumpy because England were losing. And then we missed the equalizer. And we sat back down and we had missed the equalizer that was on the phone. And then somebody came along and was like serving us food. We were helping like them dish the food out just to make the waiter's life easier. We missed the second goal. So we missed both goals live, even though we were watching it. I actually managed to finish AFK Stages. Very nice. That is very, very nice. That is leaving it to the last second, isn't it? There's nothing closer than that. Well done, my friend. That is very good. Are we going to be able to kill Igorius Maximus here? I very doubt it. I very much doubt it. To the point where there's no real point. Let's do this. Gordon was a boss when he came on. Gordon finally figured out how to put a ball in the box. Bless him, didn't he? Good old Gords. Yeah, you did. Mahira is good for PvP, question mark. Mahira is good for PvP in my opinion, yes. Yeah, Midnight finished it. Yes, Midnight, I saw your message and I responded in my head, but I didn't say anything. Join you in the Factorio Madness should you decide. I may do so. I will be looking for a new game. So it will definitely be on the menu. And the fact that whenever I've been to Japan, I feel like I always see, and obviously I don't know how long the game's been out for, but I remember when we went with my partner and I was seeing Arc Knight's merch. So I love a game that has merch as well. Alfonso Davis had his scan come back completely fine, and then it looked like he unfortunately couldn't. But yeah, I think Mahira is good for PvP, by the way. Renzo. I took Mahira to P2. I think she's good. Yeah, exactly. You don't expect damage from her. She's good at control. She's good at, like, interruption as well. Only took Barca, dropping 75 big ones out of nowhere to make him realize he can actually play football. I think Gordon was a long-term target for Liverpool. Anthony Gordon has been on Liverpool's radar for a very long time. So Barca picking him up is a very good swoop for them. Have you heard of Wuthering Waves? Wuthering Waves, I have. Wuvwa is the way that... Is it Wuvwa? Yeah, Wuvwa is the way that it's abbreviated. I have. I've never played it, though, unfortunately. Do you play it, Captain? Is it enjoyable for you? Yeah, so he was at Everton, and then he went to Newcastle, and it was the season before we got Isaac. There was a rumor going around that we were going to pay like 60, 75 million, something like that for Gordon. And we didn't. We went and bought someone else, and I can't remember who it was. Oh, we bought Gakpo. That was it. It was the time where we were considering between Gakpo and Gordon, and we went with Gakpo. I kind of wish that we had gone with Gordon. I thought Gordon had much more of a higher ceiling, but Gakpo was a slot player, so...
A flawless
I think this game is on its way out. We're barely getting any new content. I think it's a joke. I think this game is turning into a game where... And I don't... So actually, I can't say what I was about to say purely because I have no validity to it because I didn't play AFK Arena. Where my opinion of this comes from is from listening and talking to players that did play AFK Arena. From what I understand, AFK Arena was a pretty good balanced game in terms of free-to-play, pay-to-win. There was always like options and there was ways to close gaps and there was ways to excel. And then eventually they went down a pathway of like, okay, now we've had the game out for a while. We want to try and get as much money out of it as possible. We want to make sure that the people that are playing and paying are like top of the iceberg and they continue to play and pay. And it feels like some of the stuff that they've done recently has catered towards that. I'm not saying that that's their intention, but it's unfortunately the way that it looked. Like Supreme League, if you could play Supreme League, to play in Supreme League and to get far in Supreme League, obviously you had to pay money. That's just by proxy of the game. Clash Fronts, 30 players. Obviously, it's the top 30 in terms of power. Once again, it's just the thing that happened. We're not going to win this because Diono didn't get trapped. At least I don't think we will. It would be absurd if we did. Yeah, we don't have enough damage. Okay. Guild Jewel, like, has a thing in it where you get more points if you spent Mithril points. Like, if you collect Mithril points, like, once again, kind of pay to win. Yeah, there's a few things that are coming out in the game that a lot of people aren't happy about. A second Noble Pass, things like this as well. Honestly, the main thing for me that annoyed me, I'll be really honest, the thing that's irked me the most in Phase 2 was the announcement of a collab in Phase 3. I will be very much probably alone in this, but if you share the same opinion as me, awesome. If you don't, completely fine. I was under the impression that collabs were going to be every other season to allow players to accumulate enough diamonds to do what they did with Freerun, which is like allow them to Paragon 4 or at least take them really, really high. And the fact that we're now getting back-to-back collabs really worries me for the future. Like, if we keep doing a collab now every single season, which I'm not saying we will, but it starts a very dangerous precedent. And yeah, I'm not a fan of the collab being straight away again. Not at all. I think that's pretty bad. But that's just my opinion. Just my view. Which is kind of part and parcel why I don't really, or haven't had much of an interest to put money into the game recently. Oh, I said I was going to do a giveaway, didn't I? Hold on. Are you guys entering? You have. There's 12 of you here. I got it running. If you want to enter the giveaway, it's !Gazette team. It's still running. There are 12 of you here right now. I can see 1 or 2 of you lurking that have entered. Very cool, very cool. Nice to see you guys. Won't say who you are, but very nice to see you. !Gazette gets you entered. There are 14 of you, 15 of you, 16 of you, 18 of you. Very nice, very cool. It's for a Classic Gazette. And we will do the pull in a split second. Just so that I can get you guys paid out and rewarded. In fact, we'll do it in 10 seconds time. So we will go 10, 9, 8, 70, 60, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then a big old 1. Winner. The winner is Fright. Fright, congratulations, my friend. You have won the Classic Gazette. A 1 in 20 chance, 5%. You got it. Congratulations, sir. Fright, if you could message me your UID, please. I will send you across the Classic Gazette. Very cool. Very, very cool. The next one, by the way, team. So we've done 2 now. We will do a 3rd later on. So keep an eye out because a 3rd will appear. And it might be something a little bit different. So just as a heads up for that. Alright, let me get Fright paid out. I timed out, didn't I? Yeah, I timed out. Okay. I go back. I go top up. I go in here while we do that. I go this. I go that. Do that. Press this button. Press that button. All right. You should have got it, my friend, but let me know if you did or did not. There you go. Fright is a lucky boy, but Fright is here a lot, so he continues to get super lucky. And then I need to press reset. Bam. Okay. Congratulations again, Fright.
A flawless finale. The world is quiet.
You got it? Perfect. Alright, I can put it as flamed on my screen so that it does that. And then I press reset. And then I press giveaway. And then we go again in a little bit. Alright. No worries at all, Fright. So the next one we do, team, will be a premium gazette. Your epic invitation letters.
Flawless finale.
And we will do that a little bit later into the stream, just as a heads up. It's currently been 2 hours. Probably in like another hour we'll do the next giveaway. We'll be streaming today for like 4, maybe 5 hours, something like that. Just as a heads up to let you know in terms of length. So we're probably about halfway through or a little under halfway through the stream. It's my tinfoil hat theory, but most likely Firelight took some of the revenue from Journey to make 2 games. Firelight 84 and Palmon, both of these games have pretty much flopped. Because we're now cash cow milking mode on. See, I think there was someone that said to me the other day that they believe, back when you're in charge of it, no worries, tool dude, see you in a bit, Sona. My personal theory is that they probably are trying to create a new game. Is my guess. My guess is that they're going to create an AFK 3 type thing. I don't think we'll see it for a while, like a year or 2, but that's my guess. You went entire pity for Peggy, except for the last one where you got it in 30 instead of 40. I don't know what my Peggy looked like. My Peggy wasn't that bad, I don't think. Let's have a look. Should we have a look at what my Peggy was? Thank you. I don't want to buy that. Let's have a gander. Let's go here. So if you ever want to know what your recruitment history looks like for a hero, you can go into recruitment history. You can do like last 24 hours, and then you can pick the place where you went. So for us, it was the rate up recruitment, and we can press search. And we got 8 from 281. So what's that? That is 281 divided by 8. We got 35 average. Not very good. It's alright. It's fine. That's basically bang on. Should we level up Judy boy? There he is. We need a few more essence. Alright. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go like that. I ain't touching another game made by these people ever again. Fail. It's not AFK Companions or something too. I'm wondering if it's... So people were speculating that it's like a Genshin Honkai type thing maybe. But we'll see. You did better on Gunner? I mean, doing better on Gunner than doing better on Peggy is definitely where you want to be, gnarly. They're releasing too many OP CH back-to-back. I mean, the nice thing is, Lamantis is absolutely trash when it comes to AFK stages, in my opinion. So, that to me is a good thing. I think it's a solid skip. Whereas Bird, for an AFK stage player, is a pretty good hero. Lamantis, I think, is pretty meh. But King Ronald McDonald himself, who will be coming out shortly with us in Phase 3, is going to be an interesting one. Third-person combat game in Journey. It would be cool, right? Midnight. It would be pretty cool. Merlin regains all of her memories and all of her powers, or all of his powers, or all of his memories. Becomes a badass. Could be, right? Could be. One of my cats was drinking from our swimming pool. That's cute. Well, that's what happened to Arknights. I've seen a third-person, first-person shooter AFK. There was like a rip-off of AFK Journey at one point that was like a third-person game. What was it called? It like flopped instantly, did it not? It had like a name, it began with an E maybe? I can't remember what it was. Is Arknights, so the Enfield game, is that where I occasionally see people like ducking behind cover and like shooting and stuff? This is definitely the same game, right? Oh, we kind of had this and then Igor did stuff. Yeah, with Factorio. Okay, cool. Unless Roland is Giga OP for DR, I'll skip and finally get some Saida. Fair. No, it's a different one. Oh. Ah, yes, Chippy, you're correct. You are correct. It's Nikke, or Nike, or whatever we want to pronounce it. Yeah, okay. I've seen that game. I saw that quite a bit in Japan as well, I'm pretty sure. I feel like I saw it on like a big screen at one point. Naruto. Very nice. I am sated. Well, I'm guessing this ain't gonna go well if team just went kaboom straight away. Yeah, alright. It's gonna be a case of changing team every so often now, isn't it? Love it. I love people with just like names like Martin. What's Martin got? Martin got Pandora, the Paragon 3. Go on, Martin. We got the Marts. Oh, Kitty's asking for help. Chippy, how are you today, my friend? I saw you lurking. You're good?
終わったよ。思ったより簡単だったね。
Whereabouts are you in your AFK stage progress, sir? Have you been online since the crack of dawn? Pushing away? LFM cleared all of it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think Apex is like Shadow and Kai and that lot was saying, it's like a 2-day endeavor. Getting some use out of the Celie skin. We love to see it. Oh dear. The heroes just died. Oh. I think I should go and do some stages for a while. I'll be back in an hour. Please wait for me while we're doing the thing giveaway. Alright, see you in a bit, gnarly. $14.61, so 561. Very nice. I think when we were looking about 30 minutes ago, the highest I saw was 1530 something or 1540 something, which were at the time I think was. I was only. Oh, that's the highest that I saw. It might not have been the highest truly, but yeah. It's going to be one of those painful one stage have to swap style things, isn't it? One stage, swap, battle, next stage, do a different team. That's fine, we can do that. We should also go and level the Phantomal up in a second. Because 80 is kind of good. Oh.
I
Here.
am sated.
Let's do that quickly. Bam, bam. What do you mean? Oh, you need 2100 for it? Holy moly. And look into weapon chests too. I think I'm okay with weapon chests right now. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay sitting on my chests for a while. I am in no rush to push into Apex, and given we get charms tomorrow, if I can sit on 1 or 2 additional flex boxes beneath the 770, 760 kind of breakpoint, it means that I can make my Apex a little bit easier. Unblock me on right. I can have a peek if you send me your proxy. I can have a peek at free runs too while I'm here. Oh, free wins is pretty easy. Unless she was stuck right. Left, sorry. I love seeing Faramore. Good old Faramore. Okay, I just tried a drink and it's absolutely disgusting today. Is Apex going to be a 1 stage a day? I've got no clue, dude. Absolutely no fucking clue. The thing that was causing it to be 1 stage a day has slightly been nerfed, which is the burning effect. It was part and parcel of it. Plus, the early Apex stages have changed. Because Apex changed, it has now changed. Well, this looks like a damage issue. Which is absurd to me. We've got a damage issue. Wait, we have bird? Mesh, that looks like you face planted your keyboard towards the end. Slept off on stream, torch pushing. I think you mean tired pushing, my friend. You should go to bed, dude. Stages are going to be there for you in the morning as well. Yeah, this looks like a damage thing. You look very close. It just looks like a damage problem. You need to change your kitty. If you change your bird and your Auna levels around, it probably would fix this, I think. Apex P1 was very painful. Max Love had to swap formations constantly. Hopefully they change that. I think you'll be in the same boat, unfortunately. Alright, so what we do here is we jump here. Well, we were very close. If you do that, Kitty, I think you will win if you change birds levels around. I think you got that if you do that. Let me go back in here quickly, set a team for myself, and then I'll come back. Let me try again. Let's try again. I can get some times 4. Okay. If Apex is like 1 or 2 stages a day, Chippy, if it's like 10 to 20 stages on the first few days, I'm here for it. I much prefer the pace of that than doing 600 stages. But I'll be intrigued, because obviously with the changing of Apex and the changing of AFK stage formats and stuff like that, it'll be interesting. There you go. Perfect. Didn't even need to manual the jump. Yeah, I mean, everybody will be 6-4-1 when that happens, which is good. There's Mary. Does this win? I'm wondering if you have to get Bird to live to kill the bottom right crap. Yeah, you do. Okay. At least your auto push of stages where you slept. Dream of pushing yesterday made me think once the phase reaches 15 or higher, it needs to be super easy because at that point you're just 5 from... So I think that they are, to be honest. I did proxies yesterday evening for somebody, and to get them from 900 to 1,000, and I didn't come across a single stage where I was like, fuck, that was hard. Like, it was just click, press a comp, press battle, click, press a comp, press battle. Like, I didn't have a challenge along the way. But that was just me. So it might have been that their account was just good. I don't know. I want to murk this crab before I go back mid. Yeah, it's time consuming, that's the problem, which is why I think reducing the amount of Apex stages is the answer. I really think reducing the amount of Apex stages is better than... Because making it so that you don't have to change comp every so often is actually like a very difficult endeavor to do. Because it's not something that you can just quickly fix. It's not like we just make it so that everything is copy-paste. I think that's a bad way. I think if you reduce the amount of times that people have to do it, it makes it a little bit easier. We have to delay the Saida ult here. So we go Saida, and then delay. And now do it. We lost. Okay. You got that wrong. Wrong. Nah, we can use the bird comp. We just need to probably do a manual somewhere. I would just go back down here instead. That's my guess. Oh, I got greedy. If my guildmates didn't do, I would never have played Apex. I just didn't have it in me to keep changing. That's fair. Yeah, you're right, main. We just need to keep bird alive here, and I just need to actually pay attention. We jump bird here. And then we will jump bird. On the same spot again, I think. Nope. This is likely an equipment diff, is my guess. Between Mary and this. Because Mary has the record. Can we go here? There you go. Clams are frustrating. IRL or in the game? In game? Sure. There you go. Alright, there you go, kitty. You're on blocks both sides now. Good luck, my friend. I should put my proxy up as well. The equipment system is just terrible. There's so much that should be displayed in a record midnight. There's so much that should, like the artifact damage, like everything. It just isn't, unfortunately. Yeah. I was proxying. Midnight, you said you were stuck right? Is that correct? You were stuck here? There you go. There you go. Done. If there's... There you go, I cleared one. Perfect. Thank you. I woke up because a mosquito bit me. That sucks. Is that a damn tumble? I hate with the ounce on my blood. It's that dumb tumbleweed Alsa. Thank you. No worries at all. It's that map. It's all about getting the. I'm guessing getting the second Saida ult onto Arden. Because if man ults, you die. I think. If there's one thing, I just want all of the actions that took place in a replay filterable that we can find out we've carried a miss. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Like, what you would like to see is a log of Hugin uses ultimate targeting Hugin in writing, right? Like, you could go in here and there's a fourth button that says log. You press it and it says, like, Freerun uses ultimate. Hugin uses ultimate. And any ultimate that targets something, it has the target. That would be good. I'd like that. That's a pretty good idea. Phase 2 hype, smack. Phase 2 hype indeed. How you doing, my friend? You alright? Exactly. Hugin targeting is hard to see, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there are some things that make everything difficult in this game. Oh, there's a new person that joined the guild, maybe? Welcome. Ah, Hurricane joined. Very nice. Valara died. Oh, nay. Oh, nay. I think we should be fine. But still. Oh. Welcome to the game. Thanks, Mesh. Thank you, Mesh. Very much appreciated, sir. Thank you, sir. Idiot. I'm stuck on 2 damage checks. If you're ever stuck on a damage check, check if you have any equipment boxes. Check if you can craft equipment. If you have equipment boxes that you think that you can afford to open them in line with the thinking that rogue and support is always king, as is the first 3 pieces on both of them. That's my suggestion. How would it convey tile-based ultimates like Birdie? That's the problem. I don't think it would. It would just have uses ultimates. Alternatively, it could, and you've kind of said it in your answer yourself, Midnight, because this game uses number-based systems to know which tile is which, it could theoretically pick the tile number. So the game knows the tile numbers, so it could tell us if it really wanted to. Oh, we didn't do it. Alright. I love changing comp every map. Oh. Can we quickly check if we've got enough Speedy Gonzalez? We don't. That's a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. We might after this one. We get a big one here. Get a little 440. That'll be enough. Need one more stage. There he is. Big level 80. Very nice. Have a Civ-like tile-based... Yeah, I get you. How? We got ourselves a Spirit Mark boy. Very nice. Birdie used ultimate on Tumbleweed. Hey, I think it's hard to program it like that though. I think I'd much rather it be like tile-based. I think if it's a targeted ult, like Contus uses ult on XYZ, I think that's probably a little bit easier to do. Wait, is this giving Spirit Mark to anybody? Or replay as POV? See, the problem with the replay being POV is it won't support it. It won't support pulling the information. Because the way that they condense the information is different. As you can see, like if you... I mean, it's point in cases, you just see it yourself in the way that they show clears and stuff. Is Lamentus good for these stages? Lamentus Cartman is an absolute pile of shit. No, he is not good. At least right now, he's not good.
A flawless finale.
You suggest leveling a Phantomal to 80 and switching the level to a different Phantomal. You mean for tower purposes, Cat? You could for some additional resource if you're close. For example, let's say you're on level 100 on every single tower, and obviously every 5 levels gives you a big reward. You could, in theory, do it, but you're not under any pressure to do it. No. Can we go back to trying this formation? Now that we have Big Spirit Mark. Sadly, we don't have front line, but maybe we can try this. Nah, Birdie died. Birdie, no! Can we try it with Breakthrough instead? More, I was thinking to make sure you unlock the next skill for PvE/PvP. I think 80 is where you want to take one of them, definitely. I think you want to make sure it's 80. But is the Lamentus like the number for long fights at midnight? Mantis is only a luxury unit for Dream Realm. Yeah, I think he's a good hero if your favorite game mode is Dream Realm. But even then, you need other heroes to make him work, which you may or may not have.
A flawless finale. The world is
Bow, bow, bow. Were you thinking artifact related, by the way, Kat? Is that what you meant? Given the amount of Phantomal Reshapers we have, there's definitely a discussion on the table to do that later on this evening when you're max level, your equipment's gone out, you're in a position to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with swapping everything around, purely because Phantomal Reshapers just aren't being utilized, and I'd be shocked if they were. The one downside is we don't have reputation quests giving us Phantomal Reshapers anymore, but the upside is we were never fucking using them in the first place, so it doesn't matter. I was genuinely gonna make a video about the lack of reputation quests being significant because we then lose Phantomal Reshapers. I made like a 2-minute video on it, and then I stopped myself and said, do you know what? There's no point in me making this video because nobody fucking uses them. So well, the thing is, Ket, if you have one at 80 and you switch it, like if you switch to the, for example, so hang on a minute, let me reread your question. Are you saying take one to 80 and then another taking it to 80, or like are you just saying have one at 80 and then? Okay, that's what so you're saying take one to 80, then another to 80, and then I can see taking one to 80 and then bringing up another one to 80. Like if you, for example, have 3 teams and it's a Celestial Hypogean in Supreme Arena, and you have 2 Celestial Hypogean teams and a Wilder team, just theorizing. Yeah, you could bring up your Wilder Blightshroom to 80. Taking one all the way to 90 doesn't really add that much, I don't think, if I recall correctly. So yeah, it could very much be worthwhile doing that, Kev, 100%. Do you think people are you going to use reshapers for purposes last Supreme League didn't use because our plants were already maxed already? I think that they'll be maxed when we get there, Rito. The Supreme League group stage element is 2 weeks away, right? It's like 2 weeks and a little bit. We've definitely still got time to... What's the word? Time to level up all the Phantomals in 2 weeks. So I don't think they'll be used. I don't think the group stage starts tomorrow, does it? I thought that the 2-week calculation starts tomorrow, doesn't it? Am I wrong? Supreme League stands, am I wrong? I thought Supreme League reset in 24 hours, and then we go through the same process again, which was top 60. Or have they already calculated? Are they just going to take the top 60 that it is now? Are we not doing the 2-week top 60 thing anymore? I know we've been accumulating points, but are we taking... Oh, I thought we would start again fresh. Oh, it's been qualifying. It's been calculating qualifying already. I think that's actually really stupid. I think that's terrible, because the idea is as you flow into phase 2, you can make a difference in your score if you focus on like PvP. Like let's say you focus on putting all of your Phantomal Essence into a PvP Phantomal. I don't know. I don't like that. Okay, fair enough. If the group stages start tomorrow, I guess fair enough. Weird. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all.
I am safe.
It's like, I thought it would... You can see the logic, right? If it started at level... Like, if it started at the beginning of phase 1, and then it starts again at the beginning of phase 2. At the beginning of phase 1, they did a 2-week qualifying thing. I thought that they would have done the same thing for phase 2, given you now have access to phase 2 resources, phase 2 Phantomals. But no, it's taking what you did at the end of phase 1 into account. So what was the point of phase 2? I don't know. Weird.
I am safe.
Thoughts on my last question? Vanguard spell literally needs to be copy-pasted as an S++ upgrade for Isabella. I think a lesser version of it should be. I don't think you're too far off there. Yeah. I think a lesser version of it could be. Like, maybe 66% of the value type vibe. Right. Let me have a little look. I need to make sure that I know of what is happening today. The British Formula 1 Grand Prix starts at 3 PM. I mean, it feels by design, Chippy, right? It feels by design. But the sad thing is, all of your hard work will be just completely irrelevant tomorrow. With the addition of a new charm quality. Oh my god, I forgot to drink my protein shake, boys and girls. Shake things up. Oh, Ket, that is perfect. I would like to see some here that allows them to do something different. Honestly, I would love to see... Okay, so there's... Supreme... So S++ abilities are really, really weird. Okay? The reason I think S++ is a really weird concept is it's free, which I think is good, by the way. I think that that's a good thing. But because it's free and because it's for old units, new players coming into the game are instantly put at a disadvantage if the enhanced force is actually just absurd. So for example, if, as rumored, Cecia gets a enhanced force upgrade that would take her back into the meta, I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying if it did, let's say, that would mean that a player who starts the game logically could and should have built Cecia up anyway, but like, if they didn't and they completely ignored her because of how bad she is, she's now good, they would be punished for it, and they'd then have to go back and build her. Like, it's a really weird concept that helps existing players make utilization of investments that they've already done. I don't know. I like it, but it also means that if they make them too good, if they make them too good and they bring them into the meta and they bring them into the fourfold, it punishes players who often skip them. Like, I think that one of the biggest ones was probably like Callan's S++ to me so far has been the best out of all of them, and he didn't really need it. Maybe Dunlinger is up there as well in terms of like the best one so far, but I think Callan's transformed that hero. I think you could argue that Niru probably did as well, actually. Our players are supposed to compete against players who started around. I know, but it's one of those things that, like, if you're like, let's say you're on a server that is 90 days old, you've built in line with the meta, and an enhanced force came out for a hero that pulled it into the meta, and suddenly a hero that you hadn't pulled because it doesn't follow the meta that, you know, content creators are saying to follow, you're in a position now where you've been punished for it, but you played correctly. Like, enhanced force, I agree, is a needed thing because it makes heroes that were abundantly bad better, but you also have to see it as a fact of they can never make the enhanced force truly dumb, because if they did, it would, yeah, I think it would kind of break it. I don't know. But in saying that, that's my view. What I actually want is very different. My view and what I want from the game is very different. What I want is them releasing enhanced forces that make heroes absurd. Like, I want them to make a hero like Carolina just AFK stage meta again. Just make her dumb with her enhanced force. Like take these heroes, for example, remember, and it's a bad example, but remember the last season that we had faction tiles where Marilee would jump around? Give that faction tile ability to Marilee as a Supreme ++. Like, just have fun with these enhanced forces. Make it so that these heroes are just, like, really interesting to use. Yeah, I don't know. Just make Odie execute the entire team when he ults. I would, so do you know what? I think a full team execution is too much. However, I think Odie having like a 3-person execution would be pretty badass. Like, he hits 3 enemies instead of 1. Fine. Like, he hits 3 enemies instead of 1 and it does a bit more damage. Fine. See, I loved manually jumping Marilee. I honestly loved manually jumping Marilee. That was, when that was figured out and when that was done, genuinely so good. I agree, Rick, by the way. I know. But what I'm saying is, for the person that didn't, suddenly they're at the advantage, whereas the players that followed the meta, like, are punished. That's like the premise of where it starts to feel bad.
Flawless finale.
A flawless
The world
finale.
is quiet.
Team, do we want another season of Phantomals in Season 8, or do we want something different? And if we want something different, what is it? Let me know. Interested to hear on that, actually. I don't want Phantomals again. Phantomals can jog the fuck on. Like, get out of the game. What would you like to see instead of them? For me, I don't mind the idea of going back to tiles. I would like to if they made it so that you could place the tile yourself, but I'm fine giving them tiles another bash. Now they're gone, put Phantomals in the bin. The person that didn't probably doesn't care about the measurables, doesn't question things on their account. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you, Rick, but it's a case of...
Finale. The world.
In terms of, like... If your highest spender... In the trajectory that the game is going in, if your highest spender feels punished for not doing something correct, that is a bad way of making your game. If that's their philosophy. I want 2 teams, one side and one regular for the other. What if they did a faction-specific stage, but risky if you had a proper roster? I think faction-specific stages might be a stretch too far. I think dual stages is a good idea, but doing dual stages... Like, once again, one of the changes that I proposed, and I proposed it very recently again, with a bit more improvement attached to it, reduce the number of Apex stages to 600, have 400 on the left-hand side and 200 on the right-hand side, so you have 400 Phantom, 200 normal, for 600 total. Bless you. And then, instead of first clear rewards, you have dual stage rewards. And every 50, a dual stage opens up that you can do. And if you clear the dual stage, you get the same as you would for a first clear reward. And everybody gets it. Everybody gets the ability to have a chance of getting it. Some of the other people said bless you as well. My partner sneezed. Thank you, Mesh. Very polite of you. What a polite boy. Oh. Push it away. I can't do my math. It's 1800, isn't it? 1800 is 1200, 600. Alright, cool. Thank you. I was just trying to figure out how far from each side I was. Whether I'm balanced or not. I am severely underbalanced on the left-hand side, I think. They need to let Dimensionals contribute towards summoning the Phantomal too. I see, I would have liked Dimensionals to be... I agree, I would have liked Dimensionals to be like a wild card. But the problem is, if you put 2 Wilders out and 2 Phantomals out and a Dimensional, which one do you get? And then they have to... The answer would be you would be able to pick, but then they would have to create the spaghetti code and the UI to make that a thing. Which is why they've just not done it. I can tell you. I would like a system where after a specific trigger happens, a giant will walk through the stage. Mesh, go home. Mesh, you might not be too far with the upcoming collab, my friend, to be fair. Might not be too far. And yes, it could very well be an artifact effect. That could be a funny artifact effect. Imagine. Yeah, imagine.
A flawless finale. The world is quiet.
Dropping collab hints? I don't need to drop any collab hints. Everybody knows what the next collab is. I think the next like, well, okay, these guys just aren't dying. The next like, not phantomals, not tiles, it could be like enhanced artifacts, if that makes sense. Like having enhanced artifacts would be quite cool. Can you imagine having enhanced artifacts instead of phantomals and tiles? Would that be a cool thing, or would that be a boring thing?
Flawless finale.
I like anime, but I would like a non-anime collab for once. Yeah, me too. Maybe if they could add Drake and Josh to the game, that would be pretty good. I think that would be... That's my favorite. I mean, when we did the recent collab suggestion, I put Drake and Josh in my suggestions. I think they would be a pretty good addition to the game. Keenan and Kel, maybe. Not a bad idea either. Power Rangers, another one. Siren Giga broken with that. Yeah. Drake and Josh would go hard. You want a One Piece collab? Who would be the mage and who would be the warrior? I think Drake would be the warrior and Josh would be the mage. And if you're doing Keenan and Kel, I think Kel is the mage and Keenan is the warrior. I love how Kai coming in with the Britney and Snoop Dogg collab. It's Britney, bitch. Every time you just deploy Britney Spears, it's Britney, bitch. Can you imagine? Every time you deploy Snoop. Smoke weed every day. I feel like this is where we're going with this. I like this. Can we do like a Fairly Odd Parents or like a... Oh no, hang on a minute. Why don't we do Phineas and Ferb as like a collab? Phineas and Ferb's pretty good. Harry the Platypus. If Britney loses, someone will scream, leave Britney alone. See, the problem with the collab is it's only 2 units. That's a good suggestion, Mesh. I'm going to go back to the... Mesh has just sent me a thing saying, could you please tell the developers that we need more than 2 units per collab? I need to use my diamonds to pull more heroes. Great idea, Mesh. We can bring all 5 Power Rangers in. I know, SpongeBob and Patrick is like the best one. SpongeBob and Patrick makes so much sense. I know, Mesh, I'm making it up. I'm playing with you. I hope that they never ever do that. Cat dog. I think SpongeBob would be great. SpongeBob and Patrick would be a great shout. Can you imagine if we get a collab season where Merlin, after losing in Season 8 and being teleported somewhere, is teleported to Bikini Bottom, and the entirety of Season 9 is Bikini Bottom? And, you know, we get like Plankton, Mr. Krabs, Mrs. Puff, SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, all recruitable in our season. And instead of them being collab heroes, they're like actually factional based heroes. And the collab heroes are the actual AFK Journey heroes for the first time. And then at the end of Season 9, Gala comes along and is like, what the fuck are you doing here? You need to come back to Asperia. And we get taken back to Asperia from Bikini Bottom. Final boss is making SpongeBob passes. Are you feeling it now, Dreamer? Are thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Art thou feeling it now? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? So we were the collab heroes all along the way. Sounds like a Fortnite season. It does sound like a Fortnite season. Not wrong. Yeah, DCU collab. Yeah, we can have Batman and Superman, like Wonder Woman, Fishman, Green Lantern, all of them. Final boss is to steal the Krabby Patty formula.
終わったよ。思ったより簡単だったね。
Yawn. I am tired. We can afford Supergirl. Supergirl did not do very well, did it? It did not do very well at all. Is anybody looking forward to seeing the Odyssey? Because that's coming out soon. July is a big month for film. You've got Odyssey, you've got the new Spider-Man film, which is obviously near and dear to my heart. Yeah, me too. I got tickets to both. I got tickets to Odyssey, and then I got tickets to Spider-Man. I'm really, really hyped for Spider-Man. Genuinely. The trailers have made Spider-Man look phenomenal. Nolan has lost his touch. What was Nolan's last film before Odyssey? What was his last film? Was it Tenet?
The world is quiet.
Or have I missed a film? Have I forgotten one? Project Hail Mary was phenomenal. What a film. If you haven't seen Project Hail Mary, I think it's coming out on Prime next week, is it not? Project Hail Mary was an incredible film. Wow. Was Oppenheimer after Tenet? Oh yeah, you're right. Oppenheimer. No worries, Rito. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, my friend. Thank you for coming by. I forgot about Oppenheimer. My bad. Good night as well, Mesh. Sleep well, my friend. Take it easy, dude. You've had a long one. Watch Mesh say that he was just saying goodnight to Rito. Watch this. Anyway, we're just winding him up. I'm not saying sleep. Got him. Alright, mate, you can go to bed. What AFK stage number are you at, Mesh? You must be at like 1200 by now, surely. You've been playing for a while. Have you seen the clip where the pardon? Have you seen the clip where the guy farts when it's silent as the nuke test goes off? Have you ever seen where was it? You're at 1524. Very nice. I've not, Key, I don't think. Sure. Hello. How you doing? Wow, we were one ultimate away. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Collect some stuff. Then we get a level on a character. Villara. Villara. And then we can... I am not going to subscribe to the idea of doing that. I'm just going to go all in on this man. This fine chap right here. Claim. Claim. Okay. We need 2 more levels to get to 640 for our questy quest in the handbook. Here we hear. We get this tomorrow, which is going to be huge. We got to here, right? Yeah, we get all of this. Front line's going to be massive. There's a chest for us. Very nice. What's the biscuit at? 49. Alright. Let us go back into here. And then we go here. And press auto. Alright. Watch the Spider-Man trailer though. Loved everything about it except when he stopped the sword coming at him with his webs. It's paying homage to I believe the comics. I think the movie itself is playing a lot of homage to some of the comics. You can tell because there's a lot of comic book poster covers in the trailers that we've seen so far. Yeah. Well, that didn't go well, did it? Have you watched... I'm stuck at a Faramore stage. I hate using him. Faramore's a great hero, Mesh. What you got a problem with Faramore for? We got beef. We got beef with the boy. Have you watched Birds for some reason animations on YouTube? Is Birds for some reason the really creepy children's birds that are then really creepy? Is that what that is? With like the yellow bird and I've forgotten what the other colours are. I think there's a red one. I feel like that's that thing. Is that what you're referring to? Ooh. Mr. Chippicus. No, it's the latest bird meme video. Oh, probably not then. Mr. Chippicus, if you're there and you're pushing, what's the cap on the right-hand side at the moment, please? Can I have an update from you, please, sir? Sir? What's the AFK stage cap on the right-hand side, please, sir? Sir? Yeah, I from what I remember when Mr. Holland was talking about the film and setting it all up, a lot of it is taken from comics this time. A lot of the inspiration, a lot of the ideas. I'm not gonna. I really don't want to spoil anything about this film because I think it's gonna be phenomenal. Send me the link. I'll watch it with my lunch later off stream. Unless you already have sent me the link. Let me have a look. No, you haven't. Send me the winky wink, and I'll give it a watch later on. Team, we're coming up to the 3-hour mark. I said that I would do the third and final giveaway at the 3-hour mark. So this is your 10-minute warning to be here in 10 minutes time. So if you're here in 10 minutes time, we'll be doing a premium Gazette giveaway. And I'll let you know how you can win when we get there. Right now, we're not winning this AFK stage. Nightbot with the reminder. Once again, yeah, if you could leave a like, I genuinely really appreciate it. But again, if you don't, it's all good. Noralee isn't here. She's going to miss out. She said she'd be back in an hour, and that will put her solid on the 3-hour mark. So, Warland, how you doing, sir? You're good? Good evening, Queenie. How are you? Good, good. How am I? I'm alright. I'm sleep deprived, but I'm okay. I'm all good. I'm not as sleep deprived as Mesh is. The only reason I'm sleep deprived is I get woken up by my cat, who's an asshole, at like 5 in the morning. Apart from that, I'm pretty good. It's a beautiful day here. After I finished my stream, I'm gonna go to the shops, get some nice food. You doing good? Tired? Have you been pushing since the start of the phase, Queenie, or you just tired because you just woken up early like me? Cat knew you needed to push AFK stages. To be fair, probably. Why are you still asleep? It's phase 2 release. Get up. It's so brutal. I appreciate some of you guys have it even more brutal than me. In Europe at the moment, for the UK, our reset time is at 1 AM. So if I want to stay up and celebrate the release of a new phase, it means staying up till like 1 AM when my normal weekly schedule has me wake up at like 6 or 7. So I end up like messing up my sleep pattern a little bit to do it. And it's just not worth it. When it's midnight, it kind of feels okay. But when it gets to 1 AM, it's just not worth it. I mean, it's even worse for proper Amir, where it's like 1 to 2 hours ahead of me. Like last week, my reset when I was in Germany is 2 AM. That's even worse. So, yeah, it's just even, like, Europe is in a terrible position for this game. It's like in a terrible spot for this game. I'd rather it be 5:30 in the morning than 1 in the morning. 1000%. Yeah, see, like Chippies is absurd. Chippies is 3 AM, which is like Finland territory kind of like vibes. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same for like most mobile games. If it's a midnight UTC reset, it's always going to be the thing. No chance I was staying up to 1 AM for any phase. Yeah, me too, Jeremy. Me too. When phase 1 was underwhelming as it... I nearly choked on my words there. When phase 1 was as underwhelming as it felt, then yeah. We need 2 more levels, team. 2 more levels, not AFK stage levels. We're talking about season resonance levels. 2 more, and then we can get to 641 on everybody. Pretty big. Pretty big. Free Renault. Thank you. It's hot and reset sucks. How warm is it where you are, Mesh? It's 6-4 bum plus 1 unit will almost be 651. Yeah, it will be 6-4. It's 40. It's like 4K a level, and it's 41,000, something like that for the quest. So that's 10 levels. So you're going to be able to upgrade all 5, and it'll be another unit to 46-ish in that region. What's the wall for today? I got no clue, Queenie. No clue. Reset is at 10 AM for you, by the way. That is. I'm very jealous, Queenie. In that case, very jealous. I think the wall for most players right now is in the 1570, 1580 region, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I made a mistake of getting 4 units to 641. Ooh, you're going to be in for the long haul till later on in the day. You might still be able to get it, but it would probably be very late in the day if you do. You're on the equator, 39 to 40 Celsius. Ooshk. Not fun. We're getting another heat wave next week in the UK where it's going up to like 27, 28, but nowhere near the 37, 38 that it was the other week, which is good. But fair play, Mesh, that's very warm. Oh, all right.
A flawless finale.
A flawless finale.
The world is quiet.
The world is quiet. What do we got? We got a message from somebody. It's pointless. Alright. Wish it was warm here. Is it cold where you are, Queenie? Is it chilly? Oh, what a name, by the way. Bing Bong. Great name. I love that. Bing Bong! I had a friend, the reason why that makes me chuckle is I had a friend once upon a time who went through a phase during school and college who he went abroad for holiday to Japan, and when he came back he could only describe the sound of like a tannoy in an airport as bing bong, and he'd be like bing bong, and then he like said what they said on the tannoy, and he said bing bong in such a way where it stuck and it became like his catchphrase and his nickname at school for like the next 5 years. I felt really bad at the end. I remember when we left college, he was like, I really hated that nickname. I was there like, I didn't give it to him, by the way. I simply used it. Other people gave it to him. And I was there like, you should have just said something. He's there like, I know, but it just stuck. His nickname became Bing Bong, but it used to be used every single day. Great nickname. School banner. Whoa. By the way, sorry. I thought they were adding or increasing the amount of friends that we could have on our friends list. They said that was a thing that was happening, right? But we're still at 100. So what the fuck's gone on wrong there?
Flawless finale. The world is quiet.
We've got 9 messages. It's all from the guild. Look at him, leader. See, when I first saw these, I thought these were the people that had won Supreme League, and now I just realize it means that they're a guild leader.
A flawless finale. The world is quiet.
It's very underwhelming now, I know that. Look, Kai's an envoy. Why have I not got anything? I was something once upon a time. I guess I've had my rank removed. I don't do a lot. I don't do enough in my guild. I would so create if I cared, I would ask them to create like a really just strange tag, like Dumbo or like dumbass. Just give it to me. I would love them. Just I love my guildmates. Jimmy, if you watch this, if you're lurking, if you watch this VOD, if you could create a new role and just call it idiot and then just give it to me, I'd love it. Just so that when I type to people, it just says idiot. Be great. I feel like there's some banter that you could have with this.
Victory is ours, my friend.
You like the envoy because it matches your purple frame. What frame's mesh got? Oh, very nice mesh. Very nice frame. Look at this boy. Look at this thick boy. Oh my god. What a whale. He's got P4R4 Sylphira. Somebody's crack-a-lacking.
The world is quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, how can you tell a whale what's the word? A whale in this world or a kraken in this world? P4R4 bird. The new coloured roll will... Ah, that sucks. Ruined.
A flawless finale. The world is quiet.
I need somebody to recruit a dimensional hero from me, by the way. I'm like 1 recruitment away from being able to afford that frame. So, RNG, please. Thank you. Who's looking forward to Orion or Orion's release, by the way? A new Lightbearer S-level warrior. People looking forward to him? Or are people thinking that he's going to be a different color of poo? Like, what are we thinking? The dimensional frame looks cool. Been rocking it since I got it. Very jealous that you have it, Vale. I hope he sucks. Hope he's not meta. Yeah, me too, guys. I hope he's not meta as well. I mean, if the story's anything to go by, I'm surprised he's an S level and not an A level.
The world is quiet.
Queenie says a big no. Rick says, I hope he's bad. I pulled Peggy. Midnight says me. Save him for Calabao anyway. I just created a bunch of... Oh, that's a good idea. 3 S tier back-to-back is kind of rough. Yeah, right? And it makes sense that Orion is an A level, given he is like... He was kind of fake powerful, if that makes sense. Like, he was still powerful, but he was kind of fake powerful. I really thought Orion would be an A level.
The world is quiet.
Like, to me, that just makes sense. Anyway. Who knows? Maybe they change it. Who knows? Maybe based on some feedback that they may or may not have been receiving, they'll change it. We'll see. I know some people are, like, pulling a lot of Gwyneth so that they can swap Gwyneth into Orion and then swap... and then build Gwyneth back very quickly. Just so that they have them at Supreme Plus, but I don't know. I don't think that I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna hoard my epic invitations. Do we know when the collab will be? We know the phase that it will come in. We don't know the timing within the phase. So they told us it would happen in phase 3. So 1.7.3. And yeah, we don't know when. If it's like normally, and you can look back at like the release time of, sorry, you can look back at the announcement of, for example, free run stuff compared to when it released, and it will give you a good guidance as to how long it will take to come out. If they're going to do it towards the beginning of phase 3, given we've only got 34, 35-ish days of this phase left, even though it's only just released, they probably have to start talking about it within the next kind of 2 weeks to build up the hype and excitement. So if it's going to be early phase 3, within the next 14 days, we should see some announcement of it. As a skip button enjoyer, I have no idea who Orion is. That's brilliant. The amount of people that do that and they'll see this guy and be like, wow, he looks really cool. And then they don't even know his backstory. Didn't think about that. Exactly, Smet.
A flawless finale. The world is quiet.
All right, team. We've gone past the 3-hour mark, so what I will do is I will start the final giveaway of today. The stream will continue. This isn't me signing off. It's just a case of we're doing 3 giveaways, and I wanted to do one each hour. We still got like another hour and a bit of the stream left, but let me start it for you. I'm also a skip button, but Dreamer streams for story on me. Yeah, true. You learn it through me, mate, so get with it. Let me do this.
A flawless finale.
And we're going to change it so that there's a new code. And we'll go back here. All right. So if you want to enter the Premium Gazette giveaway, your command is !epic. We'll run the giveaway for like 10-15 minutes. We'll give people a chance to enter. I am going to give you the excitement of something while I quickly go AFK for a second. Alright, let's see if this still works, shall we? Does this screen still work? There you go. It's no longer Chippy, it's Hammy. But while I go AFK to go to the bathroom, you're going to deal with this quickly. Alright. BRB to sex. Norley says, I am back. I am also back, Norley. How many Chippy stages did we do, or how many stages? We did 4. Now we go back. 4 isn't too bad. That's fine. Dreamer, if I fall asleep again and win, please wake me up. I'll do my best, Mesh. I'll do my best. If you want to enter the giveaway, guys, just remember it is !epic. That is all you need to do to enter, alright? I just entered myself, so I now need to remove myself. How do I do that? Fuck's sake. I love the fact that I can enter myself. There we go, remove me. What a dumbo.
Just you and me.
You currently have 22 Sylvan Souls. If I swap him with Eve, do they get changed as well? They don't. So any souls that you have in your inventory for a hero, even if you swap, don't get changed. So that is a way where people kind of build a surplus, then swap, and then instantly build the hero back. There you go. Say less. I got you, dog. Alright. There are currently 19 of you entered. Well, technically there's 20, but minus me, because I've taken myself out of it. So there's 19 of you, so you got a 1 in 19. That's better than a 5% chance so far to win a premium Gazette, which is the Epic Invitations, just as like a heads up. Oh, we were pushing right. I don't know why I went back to the left. My bad. Alright, let me minimize this for a second. Perfect. Alright, cool. We'll let the giveaway run for another like 5 minutes, and then we'll pull a winner. Wow, that was really close. I want to go this side anyway. I prefer normal AFK stages over Phantomal stages. A wild take, maybe, but I prefer just having no Phantomal intervening with anything. Starting to see closer damage checks because we haven't opened many, if really any, equipment boxes. Plus, we haven't upgraded our equipment in general. There's Cap. Hey, Cap. Just curious, why don't you use the boxes? Right now... Okay, so if, in theory, Apex is reachable tomorrow with new charms, in theory, if it is, I don't know if it is, then having some of the lower level boxes be utilized... Yeah, exactly, Wabest, that's what I'm doing. Then having some of the lower level flex boxes be utilized on potentially health pieces will help me with Apex damage buff, the damage thing going out. That's the kind of like thinking.
A flawless finale.
Which is why I don't create. When I create my equipment guides, you see, I have like a lowest point of arrival, where I start to set in and not fixate. Anything underneath that, I try my hardest to save to a level where I'm like, if I think we're going to hit Apex when we are season level, 680 or 670, anything from like that box onwards, in between that and the breakpoint. So the breakpoint for my equipment list is like 770, I think. So 680 to 770, like the 690 box onwards would be where I'd ideally like to try and save it, and then use it where I think would be beneficial once I get to Apex. But if I have to use it, I will. Yeah, you're not late, Sonar. It's !epic. If you do that one, my friend. The giveaway is in 2 minutes and 11, 10, 9 seconds. There you go. Stage pushing is going fine. We woke up like at a decent... Well, we woke up at a fine time today in the UK. I'm not... if anybody has clicked on my profile in recent weeks and months, you'll see that I have changed my profile from my peppy, hope you have an awesome day vibe to I have officially retired from hardcore AFK stage pushing. I am not trying to stay in touch with the big boys this time, this phase, this season from now on. I don't have the time in my personal life to invest like countless hours into pushing ridiculous amounts of AFK stages in a single day. It's a Sunday today, so I can get away with it. But yeah, I don't like the fact that we're doing so many AFK stages on a constant basis. It's not my favored thing, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna enjoy them for what they are. If I find myself at like, what's the word? If I find myself at the synergy piece, I'll do it, but, yeah. You're slowing down compared to last phase? Probably. My guess is the amount of stages that become doable once we're in Apex also slows down. I don't think the red charms are going to be as broken as, like, the purple charm, for example, but I'm not intentionally going out of my way to try and get first clears, and I'm not going to go out of my way to... I'm not going to sacrifice, for example, like, personal time and other stuff for stages. It's just not worth it. May I know why Nerian is suggested as a pull, but I don't see him in PvP or Dream Realm comps? So, he's not necessarily a quote-unquote pull. He's not used in Dream Realm. He is used in PvP, okay? So, there is utilization for him in PvP occasionally. However, he does see use in tower, and if you're like a brand new account, he is like in some early AFK stages for a brand new account. Yeah. And in terms of other Graveborn A levels, you've got Shade Wing. You've got what? Niru, Callan. Niru you can buy from the Dream Realm store, right? Am I right on that? I hope I'm right on that. You've got Callan. You've got, I guess, Bonnie, but Bonnie's not really that good anymore. Got Isabella, but I don't really rate Isabella. So yeah, there's not much competition for him either on that banner. No worries. Nerian isn't like busted, to like summarize. He's not busted, but he's not bad. Igor's S though, right? Igor's an S level. Unless magically Igor changed to an A level and I don't remember. It seems we don't have the equipment for that one, is my guess. There'll come a point where we get equipment blocked. It could be very soon. Which Phantom are we rushing to 80? We are rushing the Nocturne Adjudicator to 80. Alright. Looks like that could be the right side blocker for us. We do have enough. No, we don't. We thought we had enough, but we don't. We need these two to be 640. And then we're kind of like back in the money. Okay. Let's see if we can get away with pushing any more stages on the left-hand side while we wait for all of this. I forgot about the giveaway. My bad. Okay, so let me pull the giveaway winner. So let me double check how many of you have entered. What am I seeing here? So there are officially 23. There are 23 of you here. Okay, cool. So, press proceed, lock in. Okay, cool. So here it comes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Frothim. Congratulations to you, my friend. You are the winner of the Epic Gazette. Congratulations, dude. All I need from you is your UID. If you don't know how to get it, let me know. I can show you how you get it. But if you could send me across your UID, then I can get you your Epic Invitation Gazette. Massive congrats, dude.
A flawless finale. The world is quiet.
Oh, Sandman comp. Right, there's the UID. Copy. And then we'll go here, we'll go here. Here, we'll go premium. Fine. Just. Alright, cool. That should be with you. It says complete on my side, so let me know if you get it, because once you get it, I can mark it as complete on my end. Please and thank you. Congrats again, dude. Congratulations. Once again, all of the giveaways are made... You got it? Good. All of the giveaways are made possible because of you guys. If you use my loot bar link, it allows me to do these effectively. Any of the balance that I get from when you use my loot bar code to top up, I give you straight back. I'm literally... These are what the donations... the giveaways are coming from. So any loot bar proceedings that I make goes straight back to you guys. Let me mark it as complete. There it is. Close. Reset. And then giveaway. Perfect. Alright. So yeah, if you are ever using a loot bar link, I would greatly appreciate it if you use mine. If you're using somebody else's at the moment, obviously completely fine. But feel free to use mine if you ever do need to. Okay. Let's see how much further we can get before we hit the 4-hour mark. Whoa. Team, I had the worst thing yesterday. If any of you go to the gym, you'll understand me when I say to this. I got all the way to the gym, I had forgotten my phone. Normally it's like you forget your headphones. Normally it's like you forget, like... it's normally like, oh, I forgot my headphones, but at least I have my phone kind of vibe. I had my headphones, I just forgot my phone. So I had to work out in complete silence. But beyond that, I had to work out with, like, no stimulus of looking at a screen. So I was, like, doubly devastated. And I was training legs, so all I could do in between ridiculously hard sets was stare into the abyss and question why I'm training my legs. It was like really heavy set of lunges, 20 like really really heavy, like 2 minutes of just like staring into the abyss, 20 seconds of like cursing out my name as to like why am I working my legs like this? Why am I pushing myself so hard? And then doing back again and doing another set and then doing it repeat. You alright? I wanted the measuring tape. But yeah, it was funny. Oh, Jade, you need to come here. Stand on thingy. It's Saturday. Well, we missed it yesterday, but you need to do it. Please and thank you. I do group classes, no phone needed. Group classes is cool because you get like a vibe. When you're in like an empty or like a 1 or 2 people around you kind of vibe empty gym, and it's just you doing lunges and somebody on a treadmill. It's not the same, unfortunately. And my gym plays some absolutely terrible music at a very low volume. Yeah. Okay. I'll make a note. Did we die? I can hear the dead music, so I'm guessing we did. Hold on. Hold your horses. Retry. There you go. You need to sing the Crocodile Rock to yourself. I needed, I think I just needed some sanity yesterday, if I'm honest. See, there's one tempting thing that I have before King Roland. Given how much of a skip Lamantis is and how good Bird is, I'm very tempted to Paragon Bird, but I don't have enough orbs, and I don't really want to buy any orbs, because I don't really want to put money into this game. To get more Sylphira copies. I think Paragoning Sylphira, as much as people think that Sylphira is not a very good unit, Sylphira is absurd in AFK stages, and it feels like a very good investment if you're a stage player. It's one of those like Saida type things where Saida doesn't feel amazing in PvP, but she can be good. Sylphira is feeling kind of similar to that, in my opinion. Let's get my opinion. I always play the Rocky workout music in my mind. There's no music to listen to. Got a dip. Thanks for the stream and giveaway. Have a great day, everyone. Fright, have a good day at work, sir. Congratulations on your giveaway win, and hopefully see you in another stream. I think Fright wishes that he could go to bed. What's the best way to buy a Celestial Hypergean hero? Your hard-earned money is the best way to buy it. In reality, the best way to buy it is in a conservative manner of taking it to Supreme Plus. But only taking the ones that you want to... Only taking the ones that you deem valuable enough for the game modes that you like to Supreme Plus. If you don't like Dream Realm, if you don't like PvP, you can feasibly just not play with those heroes if you just want to do well at stages, for example. But given how much Dream Realm funds and so much like of your resource stuff, then sometimes it's worth it.
A
Yeah.
flawless finale.
You got yourself to 2 days ago. It's a world of difference to PvP2. Honestly, I can tell. Like I could see it. Yeah. Definitely chippy, like 100%. And my opinion of that is that it's correct, but I know that there's a handful of players in that community that believe that Bird is not a long-term PvP unit. But the way that I see Bird is very similar to Athalia, or Talia, however you want to pronounce her name. She was really good for like a handful of seasons until the next generation came along and power crept her. And that's always going to be the way. I want to get Gunner to S+, but slow without buying. So the way that you can do that, Queenie, is it will be, and you probably know this already, but it will be through the Emporium, and it will be through your guild store stuff. So you can use your guild tokens to buy copies of them. It can only be 6 per month, but given we've got Clash Fronts and Guild Duel coming out that will give you a lot more guild medals, you can start to buy copies from here, definitely. That will be a good way of doing it. And then some of the stellar crystals that you'll accumulate over the course of this phase, you can then put into the Stargazer station for the remaining copies. All right. As I said, we're going all in on Big Boy, but he cannot have any more at the moment. Okay. We go here. We weren't doing right side. We're doing. Oh no, we were doing left side. So. Rick said, I'm worried about Sylph longevity though. She kidnaps. I mean, there's so many. The problem with so many of these heroes is they kidnap Auna. My belief is they will print another Auna-like effect. That's my belief. I think that there's going to be another Auna type ability coming out because there are so many more and more heroes that need an Auna type ability that there's so much room for them to make another hero that's Auna-like.
Let's celebrate.
I think for those of you playing the patient game and waiting for King Roland to see if he is, you know, good at S+, is completely fine as well. I think he will be absurd, like Celestial support. I think he'll be broken. So, yeah, I think it makes sense. Which is why I also want to make sure I have enough Mr. Roland himself when he comes out. And I'm not a person that cares about PvP, so I'm fortunate in that sense. Just keep rolling. What? Oh, I love it when Ludovic goes from like 2 health to 100%. Really cool game. Fuck's sake. Oh, I hate Ludovic so much. It's like, oh, you got me really low. Too bad. There you go. Full heal. Alright, we're just going to be here for a little bit, I guess. Let's try a gunner comp. See, Bird's, what's the word? Bird's Paragon levels makes a huge difference in AFK stages too. Going to P4, P2. Every hero is pin of a P3. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. When you want to compete in that game mode, it becomes part and parcel of you need to, yeah, you need to basically ball out. Oh, maybe this time we do it. Oh, we don't have the artifact though, right? So it's probably going to be a lot harder. Yeah, because he's going to... Oh, you got interrupted. He's still healing like an absolute Terminator. I mean, get a man who heals you as much as Ludovic does. Because what the jeebas is that? Yeah, new artifact is tomorrow. New artifact is tomorrow. Frontline. Alright, cool. So, we've got one more to go. 3,000 experience. All these chests. But we're gonna wait. Gonna wait. I say we're gonna wait. Because I'm pretty sure... we can't wait. I'm fairly certain that we need to open one box. And we are going to open it on... That's just bad. There you go. Because now we should be one level shy. And what that means is we go craft. Craft. We're still 690. Oh. Ploppers. It's because marksman's literally in the bin. If we craft a marksman weapon, it should be fine now. Hopefully it's fine now. It's going to be close. We need 620. We're 5 even. We're 520 ahead. We're 9, 11. Yeah, we're over now. There you go. We are over now. I know I could craft 640, but like, I need to get this. And yeah, it means that I can keep progressing on stages too. That was the point of it. I wanted to do the minimum to get the maximum, if that makes sense. Also, interestingly enough, I don't have confirmation of this from the developers. I have confirmation of this from another source. But in phase 1, there was enough forge stones to craft every single level until the final 100, and then you could craft every other one, and you still had enough forge stones to get everything. Which is absurd, by the way, because they give you so many of them in the Noble Pass now. I don't think we have enough damage for this, because we didn't get a full circle off. Alright. Like, they've handed out so many forge stones this season, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a good thing. Need a big free run out there. Hello, Star. How you doing, sir? We didn't get it. We didn't get it. Try the other placement shot. Cheeky little level. Very nice. The other thing that we can do once we get there is this. So yeah, we get this soon, I guess then. Where's the schedule? So it says it refreshes in 13 hours, team. Where is the... How do we know, like, what's happening then? Because you guys have said that we've been getting... Here it is. This is what we're doing. So this is the qualification stuff. But is this not from the first phase? Oh, this is the previous phase. This is the current points. Okay, I get what you mean now. I see what you mean now. Yeah, so they must have been doing... So they've been doing the current ranking stuff for a while. Kind of interesting. Who's just on the cutoff then? Oof. Very close. Very, very close. The nice thing is, in roughly around an hour as well, Chippy, by the way, you're going to get some XP from Supreme League if you want it. If you've got a midday cooldown. When's Guild Duel coming? That must start in a few days' time as well. We've got matchmaking in 13 hours for this. When does Guild Duel officially start for Global? That'll be interesting. Alright. Did left side. Tomorrow? Alright, cool. Should be tomorrow. It's kind of weird that it says not available. Can't wait to have to do lab for my guild. I don't know if you meant that in a sarcastic way. I adore labs. But I'm ashamed that there's not like decent enough rewards from labs. Like you should get some like weekly reward as a player from doing labs at least once a week. Labs in preseason was good. I agree. I still love the nuance of it. I quite enjoy... I keep playing Honor Duel every so often. I enjoy Honor Duel more than I remember. But the problem with it is there's just nothing to it. Do lad guide video. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna teach you how to be a lad. When you see a good bit of skirt, give them a whistle. Like that, Mesh. Just like that. There you go. I could do that for you, mate. Yeah, sure. Oh, you meant lab. Oh, okay. Shame. What is that artifact? I don't have it yet. This one. The Sunlight spell star. This one. This one got introduced in Season 7. If you're a new player to the game, Star, and you're in pre-season, you might not have access to it yet. The other one with 2 swords or something. Is it this one that you're talking about? The sword plus like the candy cane? The Vanguard spell? If you don't have the benefit of the Gazette, you won't see this yet. I believe. This Monday coming, you'll get it. Or am I wrong on that? Should you already have it, team? It comes from... I'll show you where it comes from. It comes from the season handbook. So... Oh, you should have it, because this week's was... This week's was this one, right? So it would be here. So if you get to 1500... Yeah, if you get to 1550... Once again, Star, so everybody's saying that you should have it. If you're a new player... and you've started Season 7 later than us, because that's sometimes what new servers have. They start the season a little bit later. You might not have this yet. But at 1550 season points, you'll unlock Vanguard Echo. And that's what that spell is. That's what this artifact is. So how many of these season points have you got so far, my friend? You started last season? Like 1,000. So yeah, so basically if you can get to 1550, you will you'll unlock that artifact. It's very, very good. And you should have like a decent amount of ability to get up towards 1550. Whether that's through playing the story, whether that's through just doing some of the missions, you should be able to get up to 1550 pretty comfortably. Is Frontline Artifact good? It is, Panda. It is very good. It's really good with Sylphira. Really, really good with Sylphira.
The world is
It gives Sylphira haste, which is a stat that Sylphira loves. And then, basically, when you then run onto the other side of the enemy's field, it suddenly gives, what's the word? It gives a shield to them, and they take less damage and deal more damage. Like, it's just very, very good. Very powerful.
I am sated.
It is good. I think it's good too. Say, how are you doing, dude? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I was playing Overwatch the other day and I was thinking of you. I started playing Overwatch when I was done with this phase of AFK Journey. The new hero in Overwatch is absolutely absurd. Xion, is her name, right? Which is nuts.
I am sated.
You're a big Xion fan? Where's the... If I show you guys, if I go like... There you go. Little bit of Xion action for you. My back screen. I'm a big Xion stan. I know, it's good, right? It's a good one. We lost. But yeah, how you been, Say? What you been up to? You still playing? I think you're still playing, right? I think I've seen you around in Journey. I used to play AFK Arena, and there I was like maxed out 2-3 years, and I decided to swap to Journey. Heard it's better. Journey's fun. Like I genuinely think Journey's a great game. It's just sadly had a lot of negative sentiment around it in recent weeks and months, but it can start to turn the tide. I hope. Doing good. Been casually focused at pushing. Started a new job and finally. Oh well, congratulations on a new job, a new found way of approaching the game, and also finishing up grad school, my friend. That is a lot to do in a single phase. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. Oh wow, we got absolutely clammed. Was it Watt Best who said it earlier? Clams are hard. Clams are hard. The Will Rain. Hey everyone, question. Am I missing anything out unlock-wise due to me not completing the Phase 1 main story quest yet? There was an artifact that you got, and I can't remember which one it was for doing the main story, right? But you got it very early on. I think you got it very early on. Anybody remember what the artifact was that we got from the story this time? Was it Breakthrough Spell? No, it wasn't Breakthrough. Was it Breakthrough? There was an artifact that you got, but I don't think it's an important one. Oh, Dave. How are you doing, my friend? You're good? A finance major says earning the $. Nice to tune in. Do you have any opinions on the gear guides in Yap? I see it based around looping now. It's like the fancy way of talking about it now. It's always been a 60 loop if you have an absurd account. You can then open yourself up to more flexibility if you want to plan for Apex a little harder. So from my side, I have a video which I posted a gear guide in. Let me have a look. Where is it? So if you go shareable link. This is the link to the video. The top pin comment has my equipment list in it. The only change that I would consider doing is potentially removing the marksman weapon out of it. That would be the only change that I really have right now. Can I share some tangible good news? What is it, my friend Dave? Go for it. But most of the equipment lists that everybody's making, say, are super close to one another. But the thing is, it's like, it's all about making it the best for your account. Like, people that have absurd accounts can get away with looping 60 or looping 80. Like, no problem at all. If you don't have an absurd account, it's a lot harder to get away with that because you end up falling flat or like falling short in some other areas. Like, if you're full Paragon 4, R4, then you can get away with like looping rogue support and you can just laugh your way to victory because you've got like ridiculous like bird, ridiculous Saida, whereas you lack a lot of the attack that the weapons and the Paragons would give you otherwise. And that is Norley's local team. That is fantastic news. One of your nephews got drafted for the Canucks. That is so good. That is full circle, Dave. We've got a massive, yeah, Norley's here. We've got a massive Canucks fan. A massive Canucks fan here. Norley will know exactly who it is. But that's super cool. I bet you're proud. I bet they're over the moon as well. That's super cool. Are you in Ally 1 or another region? I have got no clue. I'm not Ally 1, definitely. I think Ally 1 was reserved for the old school players. Let me have a little look. I'm in. I'm in unknown. I don't know. I don't know which one I'm in. I'm in Ally server. Doesn't really say. Where does it say, team? It must say somewhere, and I just haven't figured it out. If I go... I'm not Ally 1, definitely. I'm definitely not Ally 1. Ally 9? I'm Ally 9. Alright. The weird thing is I'm in Ally 9. I'm with most of the people that I'm with all had... what's the word? All had servers and realms from Season 3, and then we got paired with a bunch of PTR realms, which is just bizarre to me. That just feels wrong to me, but is what it is. Yeah, you better, Norley. You better be rooting for him. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Which healer to craft tomorrow, Charms? Valara and Saida from Universals? Yeah, that's probably a decent shout. That's a decent shout, yeah. I think Saida from Universal is 100%. Given Valara's utilization still, yeah, Valara is probably the best choice. And the fact that you can buy Peggy just means that, like, if you need an alternative, you've got Peggy as the alternative. Is it support day? Because if it's support day, you might be able to get away with doing Valara and Eve. Or Valara and Twins. Something like that. Depends how much dust. It's warrior main. Okay. Well, that's a shame. Wham wham. Wham wham. Alright. Hokey pokey. Let's try a different theme. I just counted my ally server has 150 servers. What the chuff? That is a lot. I'm guessing that must mean that it's quite old. That's crazy. 150 is nuts. I mean, yeah, it's good to recruit. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I am sated.
I don't know, Mesh. Need to ask some... Probably asking Yap, dude. I'd ask in Yap. But yeah, that would be my guess. I'm assuming people are waiting. It will likely fall over very quickly though, Mesh, in about an hour. I don't know what the XP rate is, but if the XP rate is like 3,000, we only need 3,000 more to get full 640. And then when you... what's the word? Once you get to 640, I'm guessing it'll be very doable. Will we have enough damage this time? Nope. Let's try a different team. Boop, 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 boop. I like this. It's just Gala and Twins just playing off one another, just repeat repeat duplication, repeat duplication, repeat duplication, repeat duplication. Very, very powerful. It's very good. The only issue is the top left enemy, who is absurdly high health. Well, we are nowhere near. It's crazy. What time's your Supreme Arena calculation, Mesh? 735. I'm so much stronger. But when I go like this, 106. Yeah. There, ladies and gentlemen, is Chippy, who took a rogue weapon. Should I change it to 12? I mean, if you change it now, it won't make a difference. But if it was midday, you could have got XP midday. Let's try let Chippy have a go. Or Hammy have a go, I should say. Oh, it's Kitty. And we have boxes if we want to use boxes, but I don't think I do. I think I shall wait, probably. How much XP do we get an hour? We get a lot. Wow, we get a lot. I'm probably only... Yeah, I'm like a 2,000 away. So like less than an hour. Significantly less than an hour. Alright. Okay. Oddly, it's coming up to the 4-hour mark, so it's probably a good time for me to start winding down unless I can manage to jam an AFK stage somewhere. Let's try a few on the right-hand side. What do we got here? Oh, midnight. Doop 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 doop. No in it. Everybody's doing the same shit. this is the weakest one. Alright. That's fine. I don't need to progress, so I can just sit here and wait. Alright, cool. Barring a miracle and Hammy completing something here, I think that naturally brings an end to the stream. I guess I can hit this guy on the nose quickly with some new levels and some new stuff.
Everyone's doing great.
Bap. Got him. Alright. Donked on the nose. We're done. Wait till the end of the day. We're done. And then we've done everything on that side. Done everything on this side. What do we got in our inventory? Equipment chests. Anything else to open? Nothing else to open. Alright, cool. Well, that, I think, is probably everything for today. There is a chance that I come back later, by the way, just as like a heads up to this. This might not be the only stream that I do today, so keep an eye on your feeds. I am tempted to do another one later today. Now I am going to get dressed and go to the shops and then maybe go for a workout. And then, yeah, I might come back in like 6 or 7 hours and do another little 2-hour stream. If you're around, wake me up next stream. I will. I will. Alright, so team, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of Phase 2 launch day. If I see you in the stream later today, fantastic. If I don't, no worries at all. Hopefully I'll catch you in another one at another time. But yeah, maybe see you later. And I'll woo to you too, Dave. I'll woo later. Congratulations to our 3 giveaway winners, Fright, Froth, and I've forgotten the first one. Who won our first giveaway? Fright, Froth, and someone else. Who won the first giveaway? I don't know. Okay. 6-7. Alright, 6-7 to you as well, say. Yeah, whoever the third person was, congratulations to you as well. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. I will see you in another stream later today or on another day. Alright. Bye-bye. It was Rick. Oh, it was Rick. You were right. Rick. Rick was our third giveaway. Rick, congratulations as well. Alright, cool. See you later, friends. Bye. Bye-bye. See you later.